Testing audio, testing audio. Testing, testing. YouTube, can you hear me? Can you hear your brother? John McKee says no sound, just hear music. Let me know, John McKee. Let me know. Can you hear the audio? Check, check, check. Micah, check a 1 2 1 2. I ate ramen in the chat. I see you. You know what I'm saying? Heath Broom, I see you in the chat too. Yeah. Make some noise, chat. Make some noise. We about to get started here in a bit. We got our first two boxers getting ready to lock in. Plixie is already here waiting for the virtual hands. We love to see it. We love to see it. I also got some commentators with me. We got your boy Solo Liability locking in with the commentaries on the 1s and 2s. And we got newcomer Blue Way. Yeah, we got newcomer Blue Way. Say what's up to the fellas. So we got to make sure that they can hear y'all out the gate because we've been getting hit with some pretty gnarly audio glitches. So just want to make sure everybody can hear the homies.
What's up, YouTube?
Testing, testing. 1 2 3.
Clayton says, how can I get in on the league? Yeah. Join the Discord. Clayton, the link should be pinned. Go ahead and make sure that you can see the pinned message for the Discord link. If you can't see that, Clayton, let me know. Also, go give me some audio again, guys. Just want to make sure everybody can hear y'all.
Testing.
Testing, testing. 1 2 3.
Nice. Okay, that I can see you guys' audio stuff here. Boots is looking for that payday, that fight money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, yeah. We in there now. Yeah. Heath Broom is Panda. Oh, okay, Panda. What's good? Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah. And so, like I said, guys, everybody who is here today, if you're, go ahead and show some love on the stream. We're about to get started. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us today. First up for the night, and Solo, if you could, you and Blue Way, go ahead and take this one. I'm gonna jump on and make sure that we have our cameras set up.
Yeah, no, I got you. Our first match is with was it Plixie?
Yes.
I got the fight card.
All right. Yep. Take a look at the fight card. Just go ahead and make sure. And for everybody here wondering, let me just go ahead and break down the bracket to you guys real quick. So let's get the bracket popping up here. So here we go. So just so you guys can see where we're going to be at tonight. So for the first card, first fights of the night, we got RingsideVR, right, versus Valentin, our EU fight coming up first. Then we got the big guys, Big Woo taking on Contour. You know, Contour is an absolute master at this game, but Big Woo stands as a challenge in his way. Big Woo, bro, I feel like you got this. Go ahead, man, give it your all. Then we got Octo versus Spiral. The Rising Stars have been training. I'm not going to give away their secrets here, but they've been training. So we've been seeing some good results from those guys. So it's going to be a Rising Star gym battle there. Then we got Max Holloway versus the highlight, Justin Gaethje. Then we got S6 taking on Manny Pacquiao, the Smurf Killer versus Profit, gym leader battle there. Then we got JD and the Killer. And then after that, we're going to have the main fights of the night. We're going to have from the B class stationary, no holds bars, right? King Garcia versus Dom Bones Johns. Dom Bones Johns making his way into the C class for the first time, right? Then we got Manny versus Silly Diamond Possum. Manny also breaking into the upper brackets here. Then we got Two Eye Willie versus Bartholomew, the African Saiyan versus Tank. These 8 classes are going to be 6 3-minute rounds. And then finally, we are going to have Boots taking on Texas King Jub to see who's going to claim the vacated stationary belt. A lot of you guys in the chat have been asking, are there belts on Ringside VR? Yes, there are. We are just now getting started on our journey to kind of figure out what's good for ranked for us, right? Without further ado, though, we're going to go ahead and get on to the next fight of the night. In the blue corner, we got newcomer RingsideVR taking on the old school EU veteran Valentin in the red corner. Both of these virtual boxers getting ready to lock in to the virtual squared circle. Both of them fighting by way of EU. PlexiVR, 5'11" tall. Valentin, 6'3", 1501 to 2000 elo on the side of Plixi. And then we've got Valentin with that massive elo there. Valentin looking pretty good in the black and green. Or in the purple and black. Plixi in the black and green here. We are in the Memorial Hall. Fellas, go ahead and take it away on the commentary.
All right, so far, we got two great fighters right here. Shout out to Valentin. He is part of the ref team, so I'm a little biased with this fight. Now, Blue, if I'm not mistaken, are you with Rising Star?
No, I'm with By Boxing.
By Boxing. Okay, never mind. Forget my comment. I mean, so far it looks like looks like they're both just taking their time to figure out each other. Try to see how each person's going to react. Do you have any favorites for this match?
I'm probably obviously going to have to pick Valentin in this match. He's the more experienced fighter in the division. And, he's been through it all. Plixi, obviously, coming into the picture and stationary rank, so.
All right. Now, I personally haven't seen Plixi, fight before, but it looks like he is trying to pace himself, just trying to see what makes Valentin tick. But Valentin, on the other hand, he is playing a pretty defensive game, keeping his guard up. That's what we like to see here. Okay, but Plixi over here throwing a few punches here, trying to get that reaction.
Yeah, you can see both of them just kind of testing the waters right now. It's mainly just Plixi kind of on that forward pressure. The Valentin doing really good at just staying technically and defensively sound, and just kind of forcing Plixi to match his pace. Oh, beautiful right there from Valentin.
No, it looks like Plixi is just trying to figure out his range when it comes to Valentin. He's extended his arm a few times already, but it looks like he's trying to figure out Valentin's tells of when's a good time to go in for a close punch. No, I definitely think that with these two fighters, coming, talking from Plixi's corner, Plixi needs to, throw little combos or throw some feints if he wants to get into, find any holes in Valentin's armor. You know what I'm saying? His defense is pretty up there, but Valentin, on the other hand, knowing him and seeing how he fights, he's definitely just trying to figure out the type of fighter Plixi is. And I think by the second round, we're going to see a change or an exchange of punches with these two fighters a lot more than we did this first round.
Yes, certainly. Plixi's still really trying to find the opportunity. That'll do it for the first. I think that could have been Valentin's round.
I definitely think that round had to go to Valentin. Let's check out the red corner here. Good round. Don't get comfortable. You did the damage better than 2-1. You keep going back to that jab and it isn't landing. Leave it alone for a round. He's walking up to the ropes. 100% of what he lands with your back near them. Take the center back. Slow out of the gate. 2 early versus 10 late. Blue corner, on the other end. Hey, look at me, champ. That round mean nothing. You got outworked that round. You're taking most of the punishment with your back on the ropes. Pivot out and own the middle. Slow out the gate. 1 early versus 6 late. Be busy from the bell this time. He's living on the forehand. Let's see if either one of these fighters is gonna take these this corner coach advice and adjust themselves.
Yeah, for sure. Round 2 of 3 for this stationary ranked bout, but actually no, this is an exhibition, so just completely forget my comment there.
No, you're good. No worries.
Plixi already coming forward early.
Yeah, right. Plixi was immediately trying to get Valentin into a corner. They're trying to really limit his movement area. Uh, do you think that Plixie is has made quite an adjustment compared to the first round?
Yeah, I think this could be what he needs. He needs to definitely try and slip on the inside more because Valentin definitely has the height and reach advantage. He's just kind of letting Plixie run into his glove whenever he sticks it out. So Plixie should try and cut the angles more rather than just kind of going towards Valentin in a straighter line.
Now, looking at the power between these two, Plixie's got that 85% power going for him, while Valentin's got that 69%. Either way, for total punches, Valentin's definitely throwing out a lot more than Plixie, just not as much power behind it. So let's see if he's either going to, use combos on Plixie to get that first knockdown, or if Plixie is going to hit him with some counter punches, which I'm really hoping to see from him.
Yeah, for sure. About 90 seconds left in round 2. Valentin's still backpedaling around the ring.
Now, from your opinion, from your perspective, when it comes to fighting in matches, do you think it's beneficial to be that close to the ring, or to the ring sides?
Well, depending on how you approach it, I don't really know how it works on stationary. I never really used stationary before. So it really depends on how you approach it.
Absolutely, I definitely agree with you. I definitely think that when it comes to stationary fighters, I feel like their worst enemy really is not even the room scale fighters. If you're fighting a good room scale fighter, but really it's that stick drift, man. With stationary fighters, like if they got any sign of stick drift going on with their controller, they're pretty much kind of screwed.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, despite how cheesy people tend to describe stationary, I think they have a big disadvantage in VR boxing.
Hey, what kind of a disadvantage do you think either one of these fighters have while playing stationary?
I think Plixie mainly has the disadvantage of, having the slow movement because, this is a joystick battle, obviously. I mean, they have the whole ring to themselves. It's just Plixie's movement is so slow that he's just not able to rush in the way he wants to.
No, absolutely, and that's the end of the second round there. Definitely both of these fighters they're definitely taking their time to fight. Looking at the red corner, you're getting caught late in the rounds, 8 in the final minutes. Stay disciplined to the belt. You've thrown a stack of jabs tonight and landed almost none of them. It's not there. Stop paying for it. You keep ending up on the ropes. Get off them. Make him fight you in the center. I definitely think the red corner is onto something. For blue corner, the rear hook isn't working. You keep loading it up and it keeps missing. Find another way in. Time short and you're behind. Can't play it safe much longer. Start taking chances. You keep ending up on the ropes. Get off them. Make them fight you in the center. So both coaches, they're both telling him, yo, stop running, stop going to the side, stop going to the corner, start throwing down in the center. And I honestly think that the coaches, they're definitely onto something.
Yo, Stevie
Yeah,
with
for
the roses
sure.
in the chat. Stevie with the roses in the chat. Appreciate it. Just wanted to put that out there, fellas. But yeah, continue.
Hey, appreciate it.
Yep. Yeah, I think this is Valentin's moment to finally start pushing on the gas. I think he's finally been on the back foot long enough to know Plixie's pace and the way he'll come in. So he should try pushing forward more. He can't stop. He can't keep waiting for the moment.
No, absolutely. And honestly, since Valentin, coming from the only cams, shout out to Coach Ampy out there. Uh, you know, only cams they got some good fighters, man. Let me tell you, like don't underestimate them. Plixie, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's from Rising Star. Shout out to Prophet and they've been putting in some work in. Don't underestimate them fellas over there.
Oh
I
yeah, for
heard they've
sure.
been having.
Rising Star's been coming back recently.
Yeah, I've heard they have some secret training going on too.
I know
So
Prophet's been
Solo,
showing me, dog. Listen,
Solo, there might be a new Prophet when you fight him today. Just saying.
Right? It might be. It might be. You know, Prophet's been owing me a fight for a minute now.
I'd like to point out that was a beautiful left jab there for Valentin, I believe. Landed for 53 on Plixie's chin. Another jab. I went up on it this time.
Okay, Valentin with the taunt.
Yeah, both telling each other to come forward, but they're right in front of each other. It's just kind of Valentin stalking the ropes, waiting for Plixie to get overzealous.
Absolutely. I definitely think that, you know, Valentin is just, you know, at this point just playing with his food. You know, he's just waiting it out, trying to get as much punches in as possible, but at the same time just playing a safe game. You know, unless one of them unless Plixie basically, he took some damage right there.
A short right hook there
Commentator's
from
curse.
Valentin around the guard. Landed for 64. Plixie in the corner. Ran into Valentin there. Oh my goodness. Plixie hurt bad.
You might see
Backpedals
a
towards the
knockdown.
ropes again. Yeah, Valentin really on the gas now. See Plixie showing up now. Good defense though. Kind of deflecting most of the straight shots from Valentin.
And Valentin just out here just straight smacking him, dog. He said, "Come on, bring it on."
Just his headset. But that'll do it. Ooh, man, look at Valentin.
So you can't see this.
I think Valentin might have got it, Red. You know what I'm saying? That was a good patient fight from Valentin, bro. You know what I'm saying? Good patient fight from Valentin there. Let's take a look at the details. And of course, Valentin win 30-27. You know, even anybody could see that. I'm also a Valentin fan, but look like there's a little bit of heat there in the room too. You know what I mean? So take a look at it. Valentin with the perfect scores all the way through. I saw it in the chat earlier. They're like, yeah, this Valentin guy playing really patient. Yeah, he was 10-9, 10-9, 10-9. You know how Valentin is. He's gonna try to box you. He's gonna try to outbox you. Looking at it, low damage rounds, but look, 332 to 164, 527 to 230, then an explosive 1459. No more patience for Valentin to 609 right there. It was kind of insane, really, to see. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff was going on. 2318 to 10,003 for your winner, Valentin right there. And I mean, just again, looking really, really sharp there. What did you guys feel about that fight? No, 100%. 100%. 100%. Let me go ahead and go to properties or refresh. Let me just go ahead and double check here.
So, you know, they are the highest target to get knocked down. So it's going to be pretty interesting.
Absolutely. And shout out to PlixiVR, first time hopping in, man. PlixiVR, welcome to Ringside VR. You know, it's a good match between you and Valentin. So hopefully to see you back here next time, man. It would be we would love to see that, right? But let's go on and move and groove to the next fight of the night. We're gonna give Valentin that hard-earned dub. We got Big Woo taking on Contour, and you know, Contour never one to disappoint, always bringing the thunder. So both of you guys have been sent the code. Check your DMs. Now, for the commentators, right? So I took care to try to switch up the camera angles just a little bit for you guys. How was that viewing experience for you? Anything that y'all would see needed to be adjusted, y'all let me know, please.
No, absolutely. I think that the camera changes is definitely working, especially not seeing that god awful PTC sign.
It's man, if Trent is still in the chat, if there's a way that we could get a way to like make the PTC words maybe like 50% opaque, you know, like, or maybe put them on the ring, right? People love their custom rings, right? So it'd be a good way to experiment with you guys with a custom ring. Just throw that PTC logo on the mat itself. We'll still
just
be able
not
to
on
see
the
that it's
ropes,
PTC.
dog.
Just not on the ropes, man. We miss so much good action with it being on the ropes there. Just a small,
so many knockdowns have
right.
gone.
Add it to the long list of things, the never-ending list of things. Shout out also, guys. If you don't know, there is an updated roadmap website. They just dropped. Coach Dave just dropped that. So if you guys are interested to see what the dev team's on, they actually have like a community ideas page now too that I saw. Really good stuff. So go ahead and head over to the server. If Trent will drop the link there, he'll probably drop it in here. All right, we're gonna go to the next fight of the night. We've got Big Woo taking on Contour. So in the blue corner, we got Big Woo taking on High Tech Contour in the red corner. Both these VR boxers getting ready to lock into the virtual squared circle, right? Big Woo fighting out of North America Central, Contour fighting out of North America West. Big Woo coming in at 5 foot 10 inches tall with a 2001 to 2500 elo, fighting in room scale. And he faces off against Contour, 6 foot 3 inches tall, 2,500 elo, and also fighting here in that room scale play space. So Big Woo in the pink trunks, Contour in the white and black trunks. Everybody getting locked in here, man. We got Solo, we got Blue on the mics. Take it away.
All right. Actually, I think Blue, he said that his headphones had died, so I think he's gonna step away for a bit.
So it's me and you. It's me and you, brother. It's me and you. Let's lock in, man. So we got, this is your favorite kind of fight right here, Solo. The battle of the tall people, right?
Right.
And they're color matching. You know what I mean? You know, shout out to the salmon colors. But yeah, we got some good action locking in here, man. Contour known to be a very technical boxer, high skill level boxer, fighting across many different leagues here, not just here on RingsideVR, but Contour's face off against Big Woo, no slouch himself, man. Big Woo's been making some waves here in his time here on RingsideVR, and it's the battle of the tall guys. Every time I've seen both of these VR boxers, they always dwarf their opponent, but right now they get to go toe to toe, man. I hope you're excited for this, Solo.
Oh no, absolutely. You know, coming from a tall, heavy fighter myself, you know, this is definitely, you know, a sight for sore eyes. Let me tell you, I'm tired of seeing these Smurfs go duke it out. Papa Smurf needs to take a break, go on vacation or something.
It's why you started the gym, man. But as we go in here,
absolutely,
man, Big Woo seemed to be a little bit nervous as when he saw that we switched him over to fighting Contour, which I think honestly this is making for a pretty good fight between the both of them, right? Contour known to be a tactician though, and I see Contour locking in the first round here, round 1 of 3 3-minute rounds, guys, just so you guys know. It's usually the adjustment round, and I like what I'm seeing from Contour. Notice how Contour throws those jabs out, right? Getting the head off the center line, making sure that they're not a hard target, they're not an easy target to hit. Meanwhile, Big Woo, good on the defense, trying to wait for his counter shot opportunities. Definitely not trying to give up too much damage here in the early rounds.
No, absolutely. I definitely think from Big Woo, he's trying to play a safer game. You'll still throw some punches in there, but he's also just trying to avoid his Contour's punches landing as much as possible. But Contour, on the other hand, you know, he just said, you know what, forget it. Like, first round, I'm going in explosive, you know, trying to secure that, you know, that first win, you know, within the first 3 rounds. Definitely, I'm curious to see if Big Woo is gonna throw some counter punches after blocking some of Contour's punches. Let me tell you, like, taking a punch from Contour and still standing is you know, that's a miracle all on its own. Let me tell you, it ain't no joke
100%.
fighting him in there.
100%, man. And Contour, man, just able to land some really sneaky uppercuts there in the pocket. That's the one thing you got to worry about Contour is the angles that he takes, right? He's not just standing in front of you and throwing the same shots. He's actively looking for where your defense is weak. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what the cornermen have to say because, you know, a lot of times they be locking in on the fundies, you know what I mean? 4 seconds left into this round here. And honestly, man, can't wait to see what they say. Can't wait to see these punch totals as well. All right, round number 1 coming to a close. Shout out to the excited crowd here in the Great Hall. You know, locking in here. We got some good crowd shots. Contour in the red corner. Taking a look, man. The chin is a little high. You gotta, you know, that's why he's landing where he's landing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, as always, you know, we're getting up on the ropes here. The coaches don't like to see him on the ropes, but they got to watch out for the cross from the man Big Woo. Right? That's been his biggest shot here for this fight. Blue corner here. Yeah, they're saying that the cross isn't working, so we got a little bit difference of opinions here, man. And he keeps finding to the nose, so we got. And I've noticed the nose shot from Contour. Contour's landed uppercuts and jabs straight down the middle. Big Woo's guard has been wide that whole first round, right? And so he's got to tighten up that guard. Definitely using the guard assist there would be a big boon. Here we go, round number 2, the adjustment round.
All right, I am back.
All right, Blue Wave back. All right, I'll hop in. For everybody in the chat wondering how to get in, I will drop the code here in the chat. It's also pinned in the messages. And we're just not getting started. This card's probably going to go until 10 p.m. tonight. But fellas, go ahead and take it away.
Great.
All right, you know, it looks like, you know, Big Woo has definitely changed up from, you know, the first round you know, from the first round going into the second round. You know, he's starting to get a little bit more aggressive. You know, so you got to give him some credit right there. But Contour is, you know, he's covering his bases. You gotta give credit right there. Homie is like making sure, hey, you're going left, I'm gonna knock you down on the left. You're going right, I'm gonna knock you down on the right. Punches will be landed. Pain will be felt in this ring. You know, Blue, from your perspective right now, you got any advice for either of these fighters?
I think Big Woo should definitely try and watch out for Contour's head movement. Contour does really well at staying off the center line, so he should try predicting where he's going to move and possibly shoot out a jab or maybe an uppercut to stop Contour in his tracks to potentially counter that head movement.
Absolutely. You know, I definitely agree with that. Big Woo, you know, he is taking quite a bit of damage, and at this point, you know, his options is either, you know, play a better defense game or somehow land a good enough amount of damage on Contour. But it looks like, you know, him and the Matt are about to, you know, go out on a date real quick. You know, let's see how Big Woo adjusts. You know, fighting against Contour and his like double fast punches here. Ooh, and there goes Big Woo, taking a nap. Give him a pillow, give him a blanket, and put a lullaby for him, because man, he is out.
That man sleep. Look at that, and that's the jab that Blue Wave was talking about earlier. Gotta watch out for that right down the middle. And it's very interesting. The fight coaches in the corner warned Big Woo about keeping that guard so open, right? The nose was definitely a spot the Contour was definitely honing in on. So I gotta listen to these corner men. They ain't gonna sound like what they know, but they know a little something.
All right, hey, the advice is there for a reason. Now, if you take it, that's on you. You know, gotta be careful in this ring. And, you know, 5 seconds left.
Yeah, Contour been cutting these angles nicely, man. Dang.
I'm telling you,
he knows how to work a fighter.
Ever since the first round, even with the jabs, a lot of people throw that jab standing straight up, right? He's getting his head off that center line, dip into the right, boom, snap that jab out, lean back, jab, fake it, and it looks just so good, man. Look into the corner, man. That left jab, put it down, use him again, and the body work is correct. So continue mixing it up, right? He's found your ribs a couple of times, so you might want to watch those body shots. You know what I mean? Good, solid advice there from the red corner, Hiroshi Tanaka. Marcus Sunshine Bell says, you know what I'm saying? You've thrown a stack of overhands tonight, and I landed almost none of them, man. You gotta be careful with that. But you have heard him downstairs a couple of times, though. They love that body work, right? But still, he's caught the chin now a couple of times. Keep them hands up. Round number 3 of 3 underway. Here we go.
Now at this point, you know, Big Woo's got two options, right? It's either one, he just gets enough punches in and plays a good defense game, or two, he somehow finds a way to get Contour knocked down. And that's gonna be that's not gonna be an easy goal to obtain. But if he can do it right, who knows? Maybe. Contour on the other hand, he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna just keep punching you. I'm still catch you when you're least expecting it. That offense is crazy. Blue, do you think that you think either one of these fighters need to adjust themselves in this third round, or do you think that there's something that either one of them needs to be careful of?
I think both are doing pretty good. I like how Big Woo kind of caught Contour when he was coming in, like kind of stepping in. But again, when Contour also kind of pivots over to like the left or the right and cuts the angle and shoots like around the guard, that's when he starts to really crack down Big Woo's style.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and Contour's trying to take some damage.
Yeah, Contour putting on a masterclass right now. Really giving Big Woo some work to deal with.
No, I definitely think that for Big Woo, he's definitely needs to keep that guard up, because a lot of the punches that Contour is throwing is going straight to the dome. He needs to be careful of that. Although he is trying to keep his distance, but Contour is just acting like Luffy, just hitting him with that gum fruit. Just seeing bang, bang, bang.
And Contour's been popping in his face all night long.
Seriously, now like Contour can literally just chill. He can either get a second knockdowns and definitely solidify this win, or he can just play basically keep away and let Big Woo get gassed out and basically fight a shadow.
I think he's gave Big Woo enough trouble to where he should probably maybe tone it down a little bit before he gets someone killed.
Not the possible death.
Sudden death in the ring.
Right, premeditated. Now, I will say, when it comes to a big fighter fighting a big fighter, listen, it can only go two ways. Either you guys are going to be evenly matched, or one person is going to be better than the other. And it's different when it's a bigger fighter fighting a smaller fighter. At least in that type of matchup, that one's solely based off of of skill and the BS that happens in the ring.
Yep. Well, looks like Contour does take it pretty clearly.
Pretty convincingly there, too. Let's take a look at the details. Big Woo, 10-9, 10-8, 10-9. Had two pretty close rounds there for Big Woo, but that second round definitely went to Contour with the knockdown, sealing the deal. 17:08 to 12:45, 22:53 to 9:74, and then 21:92 to 18:25, 6,153 to 4,044. And those aren't rookie numbers, man. Being able to put up 4K damage in a match, a 3-round match, is pretty good numbers, right? And that just kind of speaks to the level of caliber that this match was taken on, right? So big shout outs to Big Woo. You did your best, Brody. had a good fight. And of course, congratulations to the winner for tonight, Contour. Mr. High Tech got the tech for technical difficulties. Gonna throw another win on there for Contour. Now, the next fight is gonna be a very nice one, right? We've got Octo versus Spiral. Both Octo and Spiral are in the Rising Star gym. Shout out to Prophet. He's been taking them through some Rocky Balboa-esque type training to basically try to figure out how we can improve boxers in the gym. So they've been working with him on some special technology. I won't reveal what that is just yet. But Octo, known to be Mr. Heavy Hands himself, right? He's gone up with the best of them. He did really good. And Spiral also no slouch as well. Spiral, big competition here. So this is gonna be a very, very competitive match. And interestingly enough for the gym, Rising Star wins no matter who wins this matchup coming up next. So let's go ahead and get these boxers locked in.
It's a rigged match.
Yep. Octo, Spiral, you guys have both been given the code. Check your DMs. And while we wait for them to hop in, let me go lock in with the chat here. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. For everybody asking how to get in, make sure to click that link for the Discord, right? All the fights that you see on stream are through the Discord. We have a whole matchmaking system that we have to run things through, so we don't do any codes in the chat. Drop in on the Discord, and when you have cards like this, everyone who is on the card has already signed up. So taking a look at the bracket here for the night, we got the upper cards. We got the stationary room scale division fighters fighting later on today. It's going to be championship match for Boots and Texas King Dub. Boots making his way all the way from the A ranks, taking on the challenge for Texas King. They will fight for the vacated belt. We are wishing Jay Baca a speedy recovery from that back injury, right? And then on the A class matches, we got the African Saiyan taking on Tank and 2i Willie taking on Bartholomew. The B class matches, it could be Manny taking on Silly Diamond Possum. Manny just broke into the stationary division here. And then King Garcia versus Dom Bones Johns. Dom Bones Johns, also very new. We go down right here where we're all right now in the undercard. This could be some mixed stationary and room scale fights. We got Octo right now taking on Spiral. But up next, we got Max Holloway versus the highlight, Justin Gaethje. S6 taking on Manny Pacquiao, Smurf Killer taking on the Prophet, and JD fighting the Killer. Killer was not able to make it to the match. Was going to be participating in an exhibition match for tonight. But that's what we got. We got Octo locked in. Taking a look, we were waiting on Spiral.
Spiral said he didn't get the code.
Gotcha, Spiral. Hold on, let me double check and make sure. I may have to DM you. I'm going to send it one time. Spiral, check your message requests. I just want to make sure the bot's actually sending it to you here. So check your message requests, Spiral, and it should be coming from like a Ringside bot.
Also, by the way, Super, I don't know if it makes a difference at all, but on the and during the match on the timer, it still says King of the Ring instead of exhibition.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if that.
Yeah, I saw it. I ended up making that change real quick. Sometimes I need to be snappier to switching that out.
Is that old man memory?
It's that old man memory, man. You know what I'm saying? Got too many buttons to press. Even though I'm pressing a lot less buttons these days. Let's see. There it is.
Super CTE confirmed.
Let me see. All right. Spiral, I'm going to send you the code directly here. Sometimes the bot doesn't. All right, I've just DM'd you the bot myself. Look for a message from Super M, and we should get you in there. There it is. That boy Spiral Mackey. We back, baby. Yeah, this is crazy, man, because Spiral had hands. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see Spiral, he's got hands. But Octo is brand new here. This is going to be a good fight for those of you guys who are waiting. And as soon as you guys are ready, go ahead and ready up. And then when you do, we're going to go ahead and get on to this next fight. That boy, I do good deals in the chat. Welcome back, bro. Oh, man. Hey, I do good deals. Check out the new camera angles I got, bro. Check out your boy's been in the lab cooking. Check out the new camera angles, dog. All right, we got both these boxers ready to go, so that means we're about to get on to this next fight. In the blue corner, we got newcomer Octo trying to make his name in this ring, and he takes on Spiral Mackey. Both of these VR boxers locked into the virtual squared circle here tonight. Both of them fighting by way of North America West. Octo fights at 5 foot 10 inches tall with an elo of 2001 to 2500. Spiral fighting at 5 foot 9 inches tall with an elo of 2500. Both of these boxers fighting in room scale in this undercard fight, fighting for the Rising Star Academy. Octo in the yellow trunks, Spiral in the white trunks. 3 3-minute rounds.
All right, here we go.
Fellas, take it away.
And, this is the match where, someone's always got to go, both on a big losing record, 0-2-0 versus 0-5-0 from what I saw on the tail of the tape. So this is the match that redefines their career, basically.
Hey man, listen, don't let Spiral's record fool you, okay? Man's got hands, okay? Octo's definitely got cement hidden in them gloves, let me tell you. But Spiral has definitely got combos and speed, dog. Like you don't see them like them Hulk gloves, them like Green Goblin busters right there. Like listen, homie's gonna knock out this highlighter named Octo, okay?
Yep. Believe Octo got hurt there.
Yeah, Octo's definitely taking some damage, man.
Octo taking a lot of punishment right now early on in the first round. Oh, and down goes Spiral.
He slipped. Boom.
Now I'll remind you guys, that boy Octo has a killer left hand, right? You gotta watch out for Octo's left hand. He will put you to sleep. And here we go, back to business as usual for the man Octo. Spiral fighting behind. Nice digging into the uppercut in the body, but man, he's got to cover the right side of his face. Man, Octo is getting away with murder, and there it is. Down he goes again.
Oh my God. I think it was that left hook again.
Octo's
like a
left
Frazier
is
type
killer.
Of left hand.
To be honest, Octo has the best left in
swear,
the business.
Dude, I swear, he's
the first one to get a TKO tonight.
Yeah, dude, I swear. He's got like a Joe Frazier type of left hand, dude. I'd never seen anything like it.
Bink. Ooh, look at that damage.
Oh, good chat for Spiral, though. Starting to understand his distance.
Either he can defend himself and keep a distance, or he somehow sneaks in a knockdown. But Octo is just going at it, straight throwing hands. 30 seconds on the clock. That's enough time to possibly get another knockdown in here.
Yeah. It's only a matter of time until we see Spiral go a 10 count.
18 seconds.
Ooh. Rushing left there from Octo.
Well, Octo keeping that hitman style, definitely trying to protect them. Sensitive spots right there.
Oh yeah, man.
Yep, that'll do it for the first.
Let's see what these corner men have to say, fellas. I mean, I already know what they're going to say for the blue corner. Throw that left again. But let's see what the red corner, Marcus Sunshine Bell, says. Hey, look at me, champ. That round means nothing. Bodywork is paying off. 3 to the liver, man. The wide cross not working. Got to be careful with that. But you have found the liver 3 times. You know what I'm saying? But you ate a lot of shots on the ropes, man. That's where nearly all the damage is coming from. He's pinning you to the ropes. You got to be more careful. Dr. Elliot Voss in the blue corner, man. You had a strong opening round from him. That lead hook is what broke through. Run it again. I already knew they were going to call it out, man. Be careful of the wide jabs, though, bro. Be careful of the wide jabs. And his power is proven. It's not theoretical, man. Don't get careless. You're ahead, but keep it tight. I mean, the corner man here are looking really, really good. They're locked in. I mean, Octo's corner is looking really confident as we go in here, guys. How do you feel about Octo's chances of getting this TKO?
Listen, as of right now, they're like, I'm gonna just be fully honest. They're kind of like at a 25%. You know, homie, if Spiral's gonna want to make out of this alive, he's either gonna need to get 2 knockdowns minimum to stay at par with Octo, or or he's gonna end up having to get a TKO, because as of right now, you know, first round he got knocked down twice, almost got knocked down a third time. And the second round could definitely be, you know, just what he needs to turn it around.
So, Blue, how are you feeling about this? What are you feeling what Spiral could do here to maybe turn things around, man, after such a really tough first round?
I think he should maybe try and kind of outwork Octo. I think he is kind of just trading with him a little bit too much from what I'm looking at. And I mean, I think he should try gassing out Octo. Octo is throwing a lot, and I think his gas tank could give out at any given moment. So Spiral should definitely just try and work off the back foot, definitely pop that jab out to just not let Octo close any severe distance.
Yeah, I think those are really good points from both sides here, man. We minute and 37 seconds left in the second round, and I think one of the things we see it out here from the outside, so it may be hard to see in the inside. You got to keep that right hand active on the defense, right? You see the left coming over the top from Octo. That's the money shot, and he's hitting hard and heavy every time, and he varies it up, and he wants you to go into that trap so he can hit you with the right uppercut. I've seen it happen a bunch of times, but, you know, Spiral's definitely got to focus on the defense, especially on the right side.
For sure.
Absolutely. He's definitely got to be careful of that left hook from Octo. You know, Octo, I'm telling you, man is packing like straight cinder blocks in there. You know, I don't know how the ref didn't see it during the weigh-in, but it's there, dog. You know, Spiral, if Spiral is going to want to, like, you know, really survive this, he's gonna have to move around. You know, he needs to definitely like throw some combos in there where like his punches actually land on some critical spots. Because right now he is basically just taking the damage from Octo. Definitely needs to work on that defense if he wants to survive.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. I think it's Spiral who's getting gassed out right now. He's definitely lost the snap to those punches now in the second round. 20 seconds remain.
Right, we might actually see another knockdown here. Oh,
commentary curse strikes again.
Right on the money, bro. Right on the money.
Sorry, since Solly's not here to do that commentator's curse, I gotta step in.
I mean, yeah, shout out to the homie Solly, bro. He be on point with that, man. Solly, you out here blessing the mic. Oh man, AJ Miller in the chat. Octo power, like we said, the man fights like he has 8 limbs, bro. Name. All right, jump back into the red corner. Marcus Sunshine Bell says, "Look, eyes on me, champ. This changes right now. Body work is paying off. You could do it. Octo, he's really believing, right? You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. The wide crosses, they're not hitting, right? But the shots to the body could be working for you, right? The coach is seeing something. You got to be careful. Get your mind off the ropes too. You know what I'm saying? The lead hook, highest value shot again. The blue corner's like, A1, A1. Keep going for it, right? You know what I'm saying? Be careful the wide jabs. Tighten it up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, blue corner seems to be like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Keep going to that hook. Right, red corner believes that Spiral has a chance going to the body, but if he goes to the body, guys, he's got to be careful. He's got to keep his wits about him because Spiral's looking to clobber him with that left hand.
No, absolutely. And at this point, you know, the way it seems, like if Spiral wants to win this, he's gonna have to get a TKO. That's at this point, that's kind of where his stance is. Octo, on the other hand, like, listen. Like, I don't know what Octo's going to do. Octo might just pull out a belt and just start whipping him in the ring. But that's, like, Octo's chilling.
Yeah, he's looking real good.
Yeah, I'm starting to notice Octo hammering away, and down goes Spiral.
There it is,
Yo,
that boy
Spiral,
Spiral.
limit. Listen, if you go to Lazy Boys, they'll fix you over a pillow and a blanket, dog. Dang, even the replay was nasty. That's crazy. Super out here trying to get the cameraman slimed after this.
Look, man, cameraman. I'm just trying to get the cameraman in shape, bro. You know what I'm saying? We going for next Netflix quality over here.
We gotta get that Jerry Springer. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing connecting for Spiral, especially towards the body.
Oh,
Oh my god!
And that one was because of Blue.
there we see. Now y'all both cursing the mic.
I must be
Nah, we
introduced
blessing the
sorcerer.
mic. Blessing the mic.
Curse speech. Damn.
I think I got casted with a spell. Yeah, just pray I don't call a knockdown anytime soon.
Well, I don't think you're gonna have to call it, because someone is.
This could be
I
it.
think Octo's about to call it.
Oh, the uppercut to the chin! It is all over, ladies and gentlemen. In the third round, Octo walks out as your winner by TKO and finally picking up his first win, 1-2-0 here in ringside.
Did I not tell you about the right uppercut?
unfortunately-
Did I not tell y'all about the right uppercut? You see what I'm saying? I've been watching this young man fight. I've seen the strategy. The lefts, the very lefts are there as a very powerful trap. The minute you bite, he gonna launch that right uppercut. Bam, right down the middle. AJ Miller says, good night and God bless. Taking a look at the stats here. 10-7, 10-8, 10-6, 30-21. 2 knockdowns in the first, 1 knockdown in the second, 3 knockdowns there. Coach Profit in the chat saying, you know, the adjustment was definitely to guard the right side a bit more. Man, you could have even tried to circle around away from the left hand to kind of take off the sting there just a little bit, man, force him to engage with it. But we got the tapes here. A lot of action here for young Spiral, man. And shout outs to Rising Star, you know what I mean? Shout outs to make some noise in the chat. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next fight for tonight. Take a look at the bracket here so you guys know it's good. That is going to be Spiral versus Octo coming to a close. Octo with the TKO there. Look. So Octo representing the Blues. Blue side is the true side, baby. Up next, we got Max Holloway taking on the highlight, Justin Gate. Now, both of you guys have been sent the code. Check your message requests or your messages. You guys should already check messages. But yeah, after Max and the highlight go, we've got S6 versus Manny Pacquiao. Then it's solo time. Smurf Killer, you got to take on the new and improved Prophet. We've been waiting for this fight for a while. And then JD versus the Killer, and we're going to go into the stationary ranked card after that. So, hey, yo, Sabal, what's good? Folks in the chat asking, how do you get a match? It's very simple, right? First things first, you just got to join the RingsideVR Discord, right? Everything that happens here in the Discord. When you join the Discord, say what's up to the homies. You know what I'm saying? It's a wonderful community. We got a lot of people, you know, shop around, get comfortable, see who's who. You get some casual fights in there off stream. If you want something competitive or just casual. And then we also have gyms. They do some training in the gyms. Shout out to the gyms. Solo, where can they find gyms at?
So to find gyms, you got 2 ways. You can either, one, use the command /gym. It will show you the list of all the gyms available in the server at this time. Or you can also check out the Find a Gym channel here on the Ringside Discord. It also has the names of all the gym leaders of each respective gym, as well as the description of what they're focused on. So definitely hit up one of these gym leaders, join, see if we can find a place for you to call home and hopefully win your gym some points.
Absolutely. And if you want to compete, we do cards on Sundays and Thursdays. They are usually sign up at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I've seen some people in the chat say they'd sign up, but every time they do it, it's closed. You got to get there at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a limited amount of spots, so it's first come, first serve on the exhibitions. When we do have ranked cards, the exhibition slots become less, right? So we do give the rank fighters the priority on that one. Also on Thursdays we got King of the Ring, and those are also open signups, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And but there are certain days that we have specific gym events that only gym members can sign up to. So we're looking for Max Holloway. Okay, try now. Go ahead, try now. We got a tag team gym event here. Coming up next, though. So we're looking for Max Holloway. There he is. We got him. All right, let me go ahead and get these next fighters up underway. Max Holloway, the highlight. All right, let's lock it in, fellas. Is it only being streamed on TikToks or is it on set? It's on, bro, YouTube, Twitch. Look for RingsideVR. We got a horizontal, we got vertical. We got it streamed all over the place, man. A lot of different ways. So y'all go ahead and check it out wherever it fits you best. You know what I'm saying? But in the blue corner, up next, we got Max Holloway taking on the highlight in the red corner. Both these VR boxers getting ready to lock into the virtual square circle. Max Holloway fighting by way of North America Central at 5'5" tall. In the unranked to 1500 ELO, he faces off against the highlight fighting by way of North America West, 6'0", 1501 to 2000 ELO. Both of these boxers fighting in stationary today. Going to be very interesting. A little bit of a preview for later on. Max Holloway in the pink trunks, the highlight in the red trunks. Round 1 of 3 underway.
All right, both these fighters, listen, they look like they're at a pretty similar height, but damn, the highlight just looks like it looks like Drago from the Creed movies. Yeah, damn.
I like it.
Yeah,
So far.
it looks like a Smurf. Got anything to say about that solo?
Yeah, I want to say what you got to say about the Smurfs this time, bro.
The Smurfs, listen, I hate y'all with a passion, dog.
Oh my god, here he goes.
Bro, listen, I hate them, dog. Listen, all y'all do is just like step on my toe and then think you won the match. Like, no, I hate y'all.
So now we're all going for Max Holloway to win.
Anytime I want, boy.
We're all going for Max Holloway to win. Oh no, never mind. I forgot the highlight has. Oh yes, he's got that bolo straight. He's got a. So all right. So for people who don't know about VR boxing, right? There's a lot of character expression in VR boxing. Unlike a fight night game or anything like that, there's no buttons to press to throw the punches. You literally have to throw hands, right? So the highlight has a special signature move that he's been trying to land a knockdown with. We call it the highlight, right? I call it the highlight reel, but it is a bolo straight. That's the best way that I can describe it, right? So we're going to see if he can get a knockdown with that, but Max Holloway standing in his way. Don't want to be put on the highlight reel. We got our boy, I Do Good Deals here, so he might just catch a good screenshot of it if there's a knockdown.
Yeah, I want to say earlier, highlight snapped Holloway's head back with like that rear uppercut. That was perfect.
Listen, you gotta, give credit to highlight. You know what I'm saying? Like, homie is definitely like putting that damage in, but Max Holloway is kind of also eating it. By now I feel like he should have gotten knocked down. Probably like buried in the shoebox because he's a Smurf. But, but homie is like taking that damage in though. So he might actually survive this, or
Highlight. My God.
Highlight might catch a body, dog.
Dude, I swear, highlight's uppercut is the most. I've never seen an uppercut so perfect, bro. I love that uppercut, bro. Oh, the right hand sends him down.
It is.
That's how you
blinding speed. Yep, Smurf versus the Smurf killer.
Now, sadly, I can't claim him according to Texas Dub, or Texas King, I think it was, right? What was it? Was it Texas King? Yeah, Texas King Dub. he had already said, like, don't get any ideas about recruiting highlight. He's already part of the Kronk shit.
Solo likes him tall. Solo likes him tall. Hey, look, round number 1 has come to a close. Let's take a look at what the corners have to say about this fight here. In the red corner, Smokey Ray Dunn said, "That's it, son. Clean start, big round. You had him hurt. Use that same right cross, same spot. Do it again." There it is. Big punch there. But you're getting caught on the way in, man. You stop standing still, man. You stop admiring the shot and roll off of it, man. And he keeps hitting you to the temple as well. So you got to tighten up that defense. For the blue corner, Marcus Sunshine Bell says, "Hey, look at me, champ. The round means nothing. You got to outwork that round. Slow it down, baby. Jab first, then let it go, man. You ate 97 shots on the ropes, too, brother. Keep your back off the ropes, man." And that eye is getting caught. So a lot of open holes in the defense. Max Holloway, take one thing from this. Just up that defense, brother. Up that defense. Round number 2 here. Max Holloway in the pink trunks. The highlight in the red trunks. Highlight off to a great start, man. But Max Holloway, he could probably bring this back if he tightens up the defense, man.
Honestly, he might. You might be onto something. Obviously I'm out here rooting for highlight. Gotta knock down these Smurfs. Knock them down a few more inches.
It's bias.
It's not bias. It's just factuals.
Okay.
But Matt, I gotta give credit to Holloway though. He is keeping his defense up to a degree. Like at least he's putting his gloves up. But highlight said, "Nah, you finna eat leather today." Like, no problem whatsoever. Like, Holloway is, like, definitely taking that damage. The question is how much damage is he going to be able to take and before he gets knocked down again?
For sure.
He's a bit more patient this round. But one thing in the VR boxing games, and when we're talking about defense, and this is something to keep in mind for a lot of people, right? Defense, keeping those hands up. You see Max Holloway, he's got the hands down at the chin. He's fighting a taller fighter, right, in the highlight. You're going to have to keep that guard higher than you normally would think to do it, right? At this point, a high guard would benefit him to be able to peek through, and he's got to use that head movement, right? Both of them are in stationary, so they could plant their feet, right? They don't have to worry about being off balance, but, right now, the highlight just throwing punches over the top at will against Max Holloway.
Straight whack-a-mole in his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, 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 boom. Listen, you gotta give credit to Highlight, man. Like Highlight, like for a tall fighter, he's got that constant use of stamina, like working for him. But sometimes like for heavy fighters, including myself, sometimes if we're going too hard in the first round, like we saw Highlight go, the second round usually we're like trying to take it to recover just a bit. But there goes Holloway. Another Smurf down in a shoebox. I'm not talking about them good shoeboxes. I'm talking about them Payless shoeboxes.
Not the Paylesses. Hey, they're coming back, though. Paylesses are coming back. The dad shoes. They're coming back.
Brother, you telling me I got some, like... I already got, like, my dad shoes Skechers ready.
The Skechers are coming back, man. I used to get made fun of for Skechers. Those are poor people shoes. Now when I wear my Chucks, those are the dad shoes. They're timeless, brother. Let's get on to this match, though. Enough talk about shoes.
I'm waiting for my Nike Air Maxes at this point.
Never let Solo commentate a fighter who's under 5'5".
No, absolutely not. Bro, if you're under...
Oh my God, the uppercut! The uppercut!
That uppercut was clutch, bro. Remember in VR boxing, we never saw uppercuts, and now people are just landing knockdowns with them? Here we go in the corner. Bam! Bam! Click, click, boom!
I'm in love with Highlight's uppercut, bro.
Look at that. Look at that. A Smurf in a shoebox.
The crowd seems to be loving the uppercuts as well, man. Back to the corners. Here we go, man. That right cross put him down. Put him down again with the right cross. You know what I'm saying? But when you're letting your hands go, he's coming over the top. They're still favoring defense. I think the corner just loves good defense. But right now, the offense is on the highlight, man. They can look at the corner. Hey, eyes on me, champ. It changes right now. You got to outwork that round. Different read than the last round. Adjusting the game plan. Time short, you're behind. You can't play it safe. Just let the hands fly. I mean, hey, last round, what else you got to lose, right? You know what I'm saying? What else you got to lose? You know what I mean? Round number 3, final round. At this point, if you're Max Holloway, just let the hands free, bro. Just let the hands free.
Yep. Max has nothing to lose in this third round. He needs
just
a
windmill.
TKO, I think. Third round, here we go. Good jab to start out from highlight. Ooh, man, flickering it out too.
Ooh.
Ooh, the shot selection from highlight really being put on display right now.
Now I feel like Holloway, what he's trying to do at this point is either he's kind of trying to keep like a distance, but still throw some like punches in there. But listen, buddy, at this point, your best bet is to move around and try to get a TKO somehow. I don't know how you're gonna do it. You might have to sweep the leg, use Infinity Stones or something, but like that's basically his only way out of this ring.
Yeah, for sure. I think what his main issue is he's being way too cautious on going on the inside. I mean, at this point, like I said, he has nothing to lose, nothing more to lose. I think he should just try chasing down a highlight and just try everything in his ability to at least get one knockdown on him. Because he's throwing overhands at a far distance. That's something he can't be doing.
Man, stay on them ropes, man. Coaches won't not lying. He's seeing him backed against the ropes this whole time, getting battered. Boom, boom, boom. Good night.
Hey, Jesus.
Get what's coming to him. Yes, sir.
Okay, we might need to mute Solo every time someone gets knocked down.
Every time. Now, you guys, just a little bit of history here. The reason why Solo is going so hard, I see a lot of people like, oh man, the height disadvantage. You know, it's always the assumption that the bigger fighter is going to win. But in VR boxing, you guys don't know, shorter fighters actually have the advantage here, right? Because there's no real pain to deter you, so they can just get on the inside and mess up those ribs. This is why Solo had to start a whole gym for just tall boxers, so that they can figure out how to defeat the short nation.
It's
right now,
nice.
Yeah, I think that the difference here in this fight is really just the experience with the hands, right? You've got the highlight really just like digging in. Boom, big bolo right there. Oh my gosh, the bolo right to the jab setup. You know what I'm saying? You could definitely see the skill expression here from, there it is, the highlight. He almost handed it too. Bang! Bang! Good night.
Solo has nothing nice to say about people under 5'10".
No, never. Never.
Absolutely not. Hey, actually, you know what? No, I take that back. There's been a few fighters that like I've given some compliments for, and they're short.
Am I one of them?
So going back to this match, you know, they just
the
won.
Highlighter.
Nah, Blue, you all right. You don't piss me off.
In language.
This man right here. This man right here. Let's take a look at the detail. 30 to 22. The highlight. 10-8, 10-7, 10-7, right? 1, 2, 5 knockdowns here for the highlight, making a highlight reel for himself, and almost had the highlighter hitting there at the end, man. But it was a great setup. Let's take a look at the damage though. 1905 to 522. 2067 to 603, 2389 to 838 for 6361 to 1963. Ooh. Now it's not making a good case for my short boxer domination theory, right? I know how it looks, guys. I know how it looks. Woo! Oh, woo! Let's go ahead and move on. Woo! Man. Machiavelli, appreciate it. Look, we put a lot of I put a lot of work into the stream. We got a great group of people helping to support, but they're taking a look at the fights for the night though. It's gonna be Max Holloway versus Highlight. Just now concluding. We have 2 more fights before we get into the ranked card, which is actually it's not taken as bad as I thought. You know what I mean? We're gonna go ahead and give the Highlight the dub this time. and we're gonna move on to S6 versus Manny Pacquiao. The code has been sent to you both, S6 and Manny Pacquiao.
See, I like Manny. Manny's a good Smurf fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give him some credit.
Oh, now he wants. See, y'all don't let Solo gaslight y'all. He gonna strategically. He's gonna strategically throw out some compliments just so that people can't say that he's 100% biased. Right?
Oh no, I'm not 100% biased. There's just a few people that I like.
Let somebody have 1 more inch in height. Solo's gonna be like, that guy right there. I'm putting all my money, the house, everything. The parlay is going on that guy right there.
Give him a centimeter, dog. That's it.
Put a half in that height, and Solo's after you.
No, it's funny you said that because I think it was the last this I was either this past Sunday or the Sunday before that in the chat we were talking about the half heights. And because I was trying to I was asking somebody their height to see if they would qualify for the gym, and they were just like, "Oh, I'm like 5'8" and a half." And I'm like, "You short as hell."
Yeah, we remember when I was
half height. All right, S8 is in the chat. We are looking for go ahead and drop in here. S8, we see you, but Manny Pacquiao looking for you as well. So go in here and make sure.
He was just here. I don't know where he went. He's probably praying to the short gods or something. I don't know.
My goodness.
Come on, bro.
This guy. Looking for Manny
Show him
Pacquiao.
Spurs, man. Come on.
You know what, Blue? Count your days. Count your days, Blue.
Yo, at least give him some form of motivation other than
I motivate you to come into this ring and throw some hands. That's my motivation.
These guys.
Yo, bet.
All right, Manny Pacquiao. Let me go ahead and look for Manny real quick.
I may be short, but I can overhand your stomach.
That is.
I may be tall and I'll knock you out the ring. What are you talking about?
Look, when are we gonna set this fight up? That's what I'm talking about. When are we gonna set this fight up again, bro? Let's just, that's what I want. Is all this yapping.
I'm not fighting. I ain't fighting Solo right now, bro. I'm already trying to get a fight with MP.
You know what? Okay, we're not trying to fight right now. We're saying to fight next exhibition. I'm giving you some time. 2 weeks.
Boys, leave me alone.
All right. We got the fighters locked in. You know what I'm saying? I need to get a Sports Center style screen for you guys so we can see y'all's faces when y'all go back and forth. If y'all have webcams, DM me and let me know. I'll set it up. But right now, we've got Manny Pacquiao and S6. I'm assuming S6 is SSR8, right? Solly in the chat, what's going on, Solly? Hey, Solly, we got some new cameras and stuff for the Great Hall here. Yeah, all right. Appreciate it. Everybody rooting for Pac-Man. So I'm gonna assume Pac-Man is S6 is SSR8. I may have to switch it up, but we'll see. So we're gonna set this up here. If I have it wrong, I'll see if I can try to switch it up. But in the blue corner, we've got S6 taking on Manny Pacquiao. In the red corner, both these VR boxers locking into the virtual squared circle. S6 fighting by way of North America East at 5'7" tall with an ELO of 2001 to 2005. He fights in stationary, and fighting across from him is Manny Pacquiao from North America West, 5'4" tall, 2001 to 2500 ELO, also fighting in stationary. So this is going to be a very good matchup for both of these guys. Now, money is on Manny Pacquiao losing because he's the shorter guy, but S6 here in the red corner, in the blue corner, Manny Pacquiao in the red, S6 in the yellow trunks.
Here we go, round number 1 of 3. I believe we do have 3 minutes on the clock, so both fighters shooting out that jab. Dang. Haymaker shots from Manny.
Manny coming out strong, man. Representing the Short Kings.
Yep. Make sure Solo doesn't get a hearing of this.
Oh, no, I actually need a second. Give me a sec.
I got you, Brody. We're about to lock in. Now, Manny Pacquiao digging to the body here. Hands are a little wide, and see, I think like here's the thing, man. He's throwing the shots, but the hands are not up for the defense, right? And I think that's gonna really hurt him in the long run. S6 locking in, mitigating a lot of that damage, throwing a lot of heat. Manny Pacquiao's got to be careful, man. I do not favor this hands down style.
Yeah, I think Manny did get caught badly there in that exchange. Oh man, right hook from S6.
Oh,
No,
Solo, are you? Oh, but I thought you died there, Solo. There heard something crashing.
Oh
No, it's just an
man!
old chair. See, I was gonna say that's what I was just gonna say. Manny, like, listen, don't underestimate it. Like sometimes, like I've seen this man, like he'll take damage and out of nowhere he'll switch.
Oh! For the short kings! For the short kings!
And you can see that replay. The right, just stepped in with the right. Boom.
See, that's what's up, Manny. Manny knows what he's doing. Okay, I'll give him credit.
Look at this guy switching up already now.
I'm not switching up. I even said before the match started, I actually like Manny. No, shout out.
He did say that. He did say that. He did say that. Now I was worried, man. Manny's got this like big slugger brawler kind of. Oh God, opening up the body there. I don't know what that was. Free shots. But I always worry, man, when I see someone dig into the body and their hands are down. I'm just like, bro, you're just opening yourself up for the free shots. But Manny Pacquiao says, I fear no VR boxer, no defense, hands down all day.
Ooh.
A big exchange for the two. Taking a lot of punishment.
Manny on that Mowgli timing, you know what I'm saying? He said like bare necessities out here.
Forget about the rest of these. Right? No more worries, pains, or strife. I just got these hands.
Absolutely.
I got sugar on both of them, left and the right paw. You can catch it.
Manny
said stand on business.
Who doesn't know those references, go watch a Disney movie, dog.
Look, if you do know the reference, you're an unk. So
absolutely, I'll take that proudly. Oh, look at them hugging it out.
And we're all unks here. We'll do it for the first. Manny does take it via 10-8.
Here we go, back to the red corner. Hiroshi Tanaka says, clean work, very calm, continue. Big round, you had him hurt. You know what I'm saying? He can't see that right cross. You need to show it him again. You know, though your chin is high, you're exposed. You got to be careful. Man, that is what it is. That is what he has been doing this whole time. You know what I'm saying? They skipped it. They said, look, we don't even need a break. Let's get back into the action, getting busy. I ain't mad at it.
I'd like to point out the video that Tier sent in the Discord chat. I think that perfectly describes Manny's style in many ways.
Oh yeah, that's 100% Manny. And look, he's throwing hands. To be honest with you, man. Manny is this point is just making this a street fight. He said, "Look, throw hands, bro. Square up." Sometimes it's a boxing game.
He originated.
Yeah, he's not here for boxing. He's here to throw hands. Right? He's gonna make it ugly.
For the money.
He's gonna make it ugly. And sometimes a fight is a fight, especially when you're in a video game that you know the developers do a good job of trying to make sure that you have to throw these punches with technique, no Wiimote, piddly paddling, swinging and waggling, none of that stuff. But they ain't really dictating how you throw those punches. So if you got haymakers and wild rights, and as long as they land, and they are landing for Manny, he's putting in big damage here. A little bit of head movement finally, but hey, S6 has got to wake up now. A minute and 39 seconds left in this match, about halfway through this fight. He's got to do something to stop the onslaught of Manny Pacquiao.
Ooh. But listen, Manny's punches are landing, dog. Okay, they are helping him out. S6, if S6 wants to win, he's either gonna have to work on those counter punches and get a good punch to land, because right now, having already been knocked down, whoa!
Oh man.
Bro,
down goes Manny, and Solo is definitely not happy.
I don't know. Listen, right now they're about even. Okay, they both got one knockdown each. The question is, who's gonna really turn it around? They got 1 minute left in this round, and if no one gets a knockdown during this last minute, it's gonna be up to that third round.
All about heart,
Yeah,
baby.
I think this is S6 time to shine, man. He's starting to really catch Manny just overextending with these haymaker overhands and whatnot. And he's starting to
Ooh,
really build himself a compact style.
ooh,
Oh my goodness, the
ooh.
shot from Manny Pacquiao. He is on the front foot pressure. He's smelling blood in the water. And down goes
Oh!
S6 in the second round.
That's my boy right there. That's my boy right there.
Just straight guts and heart. Look how he walked him down, man. I wish we got a better angle of that. But
Oh
still,
my
just walked this
God.
man down. He's like, stand on business, 10 toes on the logo. This is the thrill of the fight, and I'm thrilled right now.
It's the
About
thrill of
this
the
fight?
fight. It's the thrill of the fight.
Showing
Now
some
Blue
love there, man.
singing the track.
Right. Crowd is on their feet here in the Great Hall, red corner. You know what I'm saying? You made small changes, but you got to stay patient. That was a big round, and you had him hurt. That right wide cross put him down, baby. You know what I'm saying? The body work is great. Continue using it, but you eat a lot of shot on the ropes, man. That's where nearly all the damage is coming from, and that's he's like, look, pivot out into the middle. You know what I'm saying? Blue corner here, Sergeant D. Walker. He says, you're doing better. Keep executing. You know what I'm saying? That was a good round for you. You know what I'm saying? That right cross worked. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going, right? Go back to the jab. It can't hurt you. Go back to the jab a bit more. And I think he's really talking about that knockdown where he was able to look like, use the jab, use your straights to time him. Also work on the back foot, I think, right? Manny's bull rushing in. He's crossing the void, and he's doing it without a guard, right? Make him pay for it. Work that jab. Circle out. Stay off the ropes, and I think you might find another knockdown. That's just my feelings, man. We're going into this third and final round. How are you guys feeling about S6's chances of bringing this back? He needs another knockdown just to stay competitive, and he really needs a demanding round to take this.
Yeah, I think S6 really needs to try and understand his distance more because Manny, you see that style, the way he just kind of throws with his heart. But he should definitely catch Manny overextending more because, Manny is very wild, not much regards to defense as far as I'm looking. So that's kind of what he should be focusing on to potentially secure a draw or even a TKO.
Listen, I definitely think that for S6, what he's gonna have to do is find another way of throwing punches and making them land on Manny if he's gonna want to get another knockdown. That's basically where it's at. Like Supa said, he's gonna need another knockdown if he wants to be at on par with Manny. But unless Manny blocks his punches, counters it, and gets a good amount of damage in to the point where S6 either is like close to a knockdown or gets completely knocked down, it could really go either way in this round.
Sure. Oh man, Manny got caught coming in with his hands down.
Absolutely, and that's a problem for a lot of fighters. Like keeping the hands up is such a problem nowadays. A lot more than it was back in early access. People are not keeping their hands up, not blocking, and that ends up hurting them in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, from what I'm seeing right now, I forgot what I was gonna say actually.
Now, Manny, listen, you gotta give him some credit though. Like the way he's throwing his punches is like. It's like straight, like, okay, I'm gonna throw a blast of damage and hope for the best, and it's worked for him. You know what I'm saying? Like it hasn't been too bad for him, but I don't think it's the best option to do, especially when you're trying to like avoid getting knocked down before your opponent like gets to your point.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, man. That was my cautionary warning for him early on. But like we say, styles make fights, man. And right now in this ring, in this here fight, Manny has got the technique. He's got the heart. Nice counter there by Manny, straight to the body. He's landing with enough damage to make this make sense for him, right? Oh, he's hurt there. Backing up just a little bit. S6 with only a couple seconds left. Can't find the finish.
Oh.
There we go.
That'll do it.
That will do it. But what's interesting is this third round, was it enough? Was it enough in the eyes of the judges?
It is, though. Manny is.
It's a draw. No, it's a draw. Don't call it too early now. Don't call it too early now. Let's take a look at it. 10-8, right? Going in favor of Manny. But it was S6 who took it 10-9, 10-9. Now remember, S6 tied it up with the knockdowns there in the third round, right? He was putting in work. So it really came out to damage. And like I said, he needed a commanding third round. And look at there. 2,155 to 2,148. 1949 to 1864. 1542 to 926 there at the end. 5,646 to 4,938. Now you tell me, if those hands were just up a little bit more, the damage mitigation could have put things in Manny's favor. I mean, he had some explosive knockdowns, but S6 locked in. You know what I'm saying? He kept it tight. It's very disciplined, especially in the second round, right? And then just kept it all the way through to the third. The corner was on his side too. You know what I'm saying? AJ Miller says Manny should have won that one. It's a draw, but that's going to be S6 taking it over Manny Pacquiao due to the damage. Let me double check and make sure, because there it is, S6 with the booyah in the chat. Good games to Manny. Manny feels like he got robbed. I feel like we need a run back. How y'all feeling about that? I feel like we need a run back. Sometimes, hey, look, the early on in the game, the brawlers were having a field day. Throw hooks, win big, right? Then the patches came in, then the technical boxers were getting good. Counter punches, OD. Then we had some more changes, and now the jab enthusiasts are having their time right now. You know what I'm saying? People are finding their damage, and it's looking pretty good. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, for sure.
that was surprising. Absolutely, man.
I love Manny's style so much. Not that it's good. I'm not throwing any shade. It's not that good of a style, but it's just so fun to watch and entertaining. Like, he fights like he came from the streets. Like, he's fresh off the streets. That's how fun it is to watch.
Sometimes you got to brawl. Sometimes you got to brawl. Now we're going to see a very interesting fight here. The guy who was commentating, Solo Liability, he's been doing a lot of yapping.
Oh, man.
A lot of talking about taking down short kings. And right now, this is a much awaited fight between the two gym leaders here. Prophet from Rising Star recently rose up to the ranks of gym leader, and has been doing some really cool things as far as training techniques and trying to figure out how to help players get the most damage, right? Very scientific approach. He faces off against the Smurf Killer himself, right? El Gargamel himself, Solo Liability. Solo Liability, right, is the original Tall King, right? The original Short King Stomper. But they have been trying to fight for a really long time, right? A little bit of lore here for you guys while we wait for both these boxers to hop in here, right? Solo Liability has been making claims that Prophet has been ducking him. Prophet is like, I ain't been ducking you, bro. Look, I'm here for the smoke any day, time of the night, right? The Prophet has been working on the back end. He is the tech, the scientist, the mad scientist here behind a lot of the systems that run Ringside VR. So big shout outs to Prophet, right? We got both these boxers locked in here, readied up. So this is gonna be a very interesting fight. Both these guys are also really big as far as like helping to manage the community here for Ringside VR, both being on the ref team as well. So this is gonna be a community brawl and the second to last fight before we move on to the ranked card here. So I thank everybody for locking in with us. So without further ado, in the blue corner, we got Solo Smurf Killer Liability taking on the Prophet in the red corner. Both of these VR boxers locked into the virtual squared circle. Smurf Killer fighting by way of North America East 6'2" tall with a 1501 to 2000 elo. He fights off against Prophet, North America West, 5'10" tall, 1501 to 2000 elo. Also fighting in room scale. You see the logos down there. It's the Smurf Killers versus the Rising Stars. It's going to be a good match, guys. Smurf
Yeah,
Killer
both
here
these
in
fighters. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, wait, it's crazy. It's like Smurf Killer out here in the blue and white trunks, Prophet in the blue and yellow. For some reason, I could have swore we were on live. So I guess did the colors go live? Those are custom
Oh no,
colors there.
no, like
Oh.
So basically, what the thing with PTC, it can, if you put the colors on PTC and switch to live, it'll like go over to live.
Oh, that's crazy. We could have swore we weren't going to see these, but yeah, these are the new colors here. So everybody who hasn't seen the new customization options, Prophet with the blue and yellow trunks with the black belt, something that doesn't exist in live. Get your custom codes in PTC. I guess they transfer over. I was wondering why we were seeing some of them really pop in here, but hey, round number 1 underway. The big man, Solo Liability, taking on Prophet. Now, Prophet being the shorter fighter, got to keep those hands up. You know what I'm saying? Prophet has been working on increasing his damage, right? Solo Liability, though, can punch around that guard, so Prophet's going to have to be careful if he wants to stand any kind of a chance against the big man Solo Liability. And here we go. There we go. Landing a nice right hook there. Prophet looking to walk down the big man. Now, the other thing about Solo Liability is known for a bit of a slower start. He's really conserving his energy. You've got to be careful with the big looping shots that he throws, man. He's always going to try to get around that guard, knowing that a high guard is something that people are going to want to use against him. When I fight Solo Liability, I always work on distance management, right? He likes for you to sit in this close range right here so he can tee off on you. I make him work for it. He's going to have to go ahead and overextend him because I'm trying to wear down that stamina, right? He does have a pattern you got to get used to. But if you clock it, you can get some counter shots in. Same thing with Prophet, if I'm being honest. I spar against these guys pretty often. We are the old man trio. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. 1 minute and 2 seconds left here in this first round. Solo Liability coming out with more damage from what I've been able to see, landing some big shots. We're seeing a little bit of glove trouble here from the Prophet, so hopefully he's able to work that out. It's going to be very interesting to see what the corners say, man, because from my POV, I don't know, Blue, if you're seeing the same thing that I'm seeing, you know, Prophet's really not throwing that lead hand, that jab out to set the tone, right? He's getting in here brawling, and that's where Solo wants to be, right? That you got to really pester Solo with some jabs and really make him think. What do you think about that, Blue? Let me see, I might have lost Blue there. Yep, I did lose Blue. It's all good. Nah, it's all good, Blue. Take it easy, bro. Back into the action. 13 seconds left into the first round of the big man Solo Liability continuing to rain down the bombs on Prophet. Hands getting tangled up here. Another thing in this VR boxing game, guys, is that the hands do have interactability. So you can pull someone's guard down, trap a hand, really mess with their defense. And we're seeing Solo Liability with his long arms taking full advantage of that. Shout out to the crowd here at the Great Hall in Thrill of the Fight 2. Prophet in the red corner. Sergeant D. Walker said, round 1's over. Here's what I saw, man. You got outworked a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You warmed up a little too late there, starting a little bit slow, and your forehead has been open. And that's, again, Solo Liability raining down that damage from the top. Got to keep that guard a bit higher. For the blue corner, man, strong opening round, and it's measurable, man. You're getting caught in the late rounds a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And the liver is the highest value target you have. You've been going down to the body, you know what I'm saying? Be careful of the chin, though. He's been catching with the chin. Of course, very good observation there, man. Prophet being the shorter fighter, he's going to be reaching up a lot, trying to shoot for the chin. So Solo Liability's got to keep that guard down, right? Just right at the chest, being able to respond here. Prophet, though, got to keep a higher guard up. And again, Solo Liability, you got to make him work. Snap some jabs out there, man. Really get a response out of him. Round number 2 underway. Prophet in the blue and yellow trunks. The Smurf Killer in the blue and white trunks. And these are their gym colors, by the way, guys. So the gym outfits are on deck. Shout outs to the chat here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of new people seeing VR boxing for the first time. The Ringside VR Discord, man. We're just a bunch of goofballs who like VR boxing. I like to put on shows. These guys like to throw fake hands in virtual lands. And we do this every week. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the homies here, both inside and outside the server. If this is your first time, give the channel some love. You know what I'm saying? But back to this action here. 2 minutes left down into this round. The Prophet still trying to find his range. And he's on him like a pit bull. And I think Prophet is going to try to want to wear down the big man Solo liability. And he's on him, man, trying to find that shot. You got to be careful, though. Solo has a defensive maneuver I like to call the good knees. You know, being a big guy. You know what I mean? Big shout out to the Rising Stars in the chat saying, you know what I'm saying, go for the body, says Spiral. I agree with you, man. Solo liability is smart. He likes to keep those hands down there to get in the way, but that man Prophet, like a pit bull, staying on him with the brawler style. Now, this is very interesting. Solo liability is a bigger man of stature IRL, right? So you can kind of see it in the inertia, the velocity that he's throwing out. Both these guys are unks in their own right. And so Prophet's game plan here seems to be to smother Solo liability, get those shots in there and really work him down. Another clinch call there. We got to be careful. Every time the VR boxers collide in this game, the game separates them, pauses it for a little bit, checks the collision, and will take point deductions. Oh, so Prophet eating a big shot there. He's got to be careful. Mixing it up on the inside. Solo down and around with the good knees. It is always funny to see a big man just getting down there like that. Got to have the good collagen in the knees, but Prophet wailing back and forth. I think he's just taking a lot of damage here between both of these boxers. Big 61 landed on that right hook there for Prophet. Prophet loading up with the body effort. 15 seconds left on the clock. Big round-up right hook there, and again, not a lot setting up off the jabs there for Prophet. Solo liability clobbering away. Big scuffle there at the end, and round number 2 comes to a close. Crowd is on their feet here. That was some good action in round number 2. Prophet. Time is short and you're behind, man. You can't play it safe much longer. You got to start taking more chances. You know what I'm saying? And he's targeting the temple deliberately. Got to shut that down. Got to shut that down. Here we go for the blue corner, man. You landed clean to the liver 5 times, man. Keep extending that, right? And he's hitting you on the temple. So just general offense and defense, man. The adjustments are showing up in the numbers. The blue corner seemed to be really confident in Solo liability's body shots. Jay, I'm answering in the chat, you know what I'm saying, because they will take me down. Here we go, round number 3 of 3. Smurf Killer having a lot of advantage here. Now, usually in round number 3, this is where we see Smurf Killer kind of unload. He's been saving up a lot of the energy, all the stamina. He's looking to kind of spend all that cash here. Prophet, on the other hand, saying, look, coach said take chances. I'm taking chances. He is now actually increasing the pace. It's an inside slugfest here. Neither boxer backing down. Prophet on Solo. Solo doing a lot of defensive work. Again, the good knees. That's the maneuver right there. The shimmy to the left and the right. You got to time it. There it is. That man changes levels so quickly. Richard in the chat saying, chat wants blood. They want to see a knockdown. I'm not sure if we're going to see it, man. Solo liability. I mean, both boxers are hitting for an average about 20. We see a few shots land here. just outside of in the 30s. But, you know, it's going to be very interesting to see because those aren't necessarily knockout numbers, but who knows, right? The long-term punishment for both of these guys could go down. Anybody gets a knockdown, though, that's going to be a huge swing in their favor. So liability now digging to the body again, investing in that long-term punishment, working those long limbs, something you don't see Solo use a lot because for a tall guy, he is somebody who likes to brawl on the inside. Working on the inside, big shots being landed. Now we're seeing the 40 start to rain down. Prophet still hunting for that knockdown, trying to land here. Another shot, another hook landed. And it's really going to come down to heart here in the last closing seconds of this third round. The rising stars are lighting up. I've seen so many rising star comments in the chat. Fighting for the coach. He's got a lot of people behind him, but Solo looking to put a stop to the shine. No rising round here, says Solo Liability. Digging in deep, landing some big shots to the body. "23 seconds left in this round, and there's just been a back and forth brawl between both of these guys. Solo again digging to the body. Prophet looking for that one shot that he needs, but with this punishment that he's taken, oh, good night. I was wondering when the accumulation of damage was gonna pile up. This man out here eating good, says Solo Liability, chefing it up there in the corner. And the brawl just finally took its toll on the Prophet. A lot of respect being shown by both of these boxers here, closing end knockdown of the round. Great fight from the old dudes, 26-30 here, 10-9, 10-9, and 10-8. That knockdown in the third round, very significant. 18-18 to 1009, 23-40 to 1378, 22-35 to 1515, 6,393 damage there for the big man Solo Liability. Go back to the damage to 3,902. Now, these numbers are very huge, guys, but I will say Prophet has upped his overall damage a bit since the last time I've seen him fight. So the power training has been working. You know what I'm saying? One more fight boots, and then we're gonna go in and see how many of these stationary fights we have left for the night. So we're about to enter the last fight of the undercard here, and that is gonna be a win for Solo Liability. Let's go and take a look at the bracket here. Yeah, this is gonna be Solo Liability here with the dub. Coming up next, we've got JD and the Killer. JD and the Killer. The code has been sent. Please, guys, check your DMs. JD and the Killer. We're going to be joined up here momentarily by Solo Liability, I'm pretty sure, as he jumps out. So, Manny Pac-Man with a draw, right? We don't hold draws unless they're dead even. With a draw, we generally go by who had, it's a judge's call there, second judge's call there at the end. So if you lost on damage and the knockdowns are even, we give the win to the other person.
I'm back.
All right, welcome back, Solo Liability, man.
Yo, shout out to my dog Prophet.
Yo, let's go Solo.
There it is,
Yo.
Prophet and Solo. All right, Killer,
brother, let me tell you, you have improved, dog.
I can feel it, bro. I can feel it. A total difference. And I think this is our first time actually fighting room scale, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think the last time we fought, you were in stationary still.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, the Killer, I'm going to send you the code now. I'm just going to text it to you manually here. Be on standby. We got a few people saying that they didn't get the code today. I don't know if it's user error or... Here we go.
Everybody who has that issue, hit me up. Iron Vitality had the issue a while back, and I figured out what it was. I can send you guys the same thing I sent him, and it's a setting on your guys' side.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and double check here. We got young Frank West in the chat. We got you in here. JD, Santiago, that's you, the killer, right? That's Santiago? All right, yep. Young Frank West, we got you in here too. All right, we got both of them locked in here. So let's go ahead and set up for the last match of the undercards here. We got JD versus the killer. In the blue corner, we got your boy JD taking on the killer in the red corner. Both of these boxers locking into the virtual square circle here. JD and the killer both fighting by way of North America East. JD fighting at 5 foot 10 inches tall with a 2001 to 2500 elo. The killer 5 foot 6 inches tall, 2001 to 2500 elo. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of those matches, right, where we got to say, like, will this be a short king versus tall king matchup? I don't know. JD here with the black trunks and the straight solid black trunks with the white belt. And so very interesting to find out that if you change your colors in PTC, it sticks with live. So here we go, round number 1 of 3. The killer in the blue trunks, JD in the solid black. I like what I'm seeing from JD off the rip, snapping out that jab, circling out to the left, staying away from the killer's power hand here. But the killer as well, snapping out that jab, and I love to see a good battle where both boxers start using the jabs, right? Really good level setting. Now right here, JD with the slightly longer reach, it seems, very confident as he drops the hands. We've seen this confidence hurt people before. The first round is the adjustment round, right? So both these boxers are getting the measure of each other without trying to show their cards, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to the folks in the chat saying we need MMA. For all those guys who want to join, check the Discord link in the comments. But yeah, man, we're waiting on a VR developer to figure out grappling and the ground game. If you can figure out how to throw somebody, multiplayer, it's a wrap. But back to this VR boxing action here. Thrill of the Fight 2 is the game. Out now for MetaQuest Systems. The killer, nice with the jab. Trying to stay real respectful. But JD landing shots of his own. I mean, really making use of those long arms. And this is one of those fights where you can see that arm length really is one of the true advantages in this game, right? Especially if you're fighting like JD, circling out, working on the back foot, not trying to stay on the ropes, head movement looking clean. He's going to always put him in himself to be in a good position for the counter shot. Big right landing over the top there by JD. But I do like what I'm seeing from the killer. Keeping that high guard up. This is how you approach a taller fighter. But he's getting popped. Big counter shot there. Left around the guard. JD's so confident that he's completely went with the low hands, no hands stance. Oh, and the uppercut crashing down. What a beautiful shot. Yeah, JD got that Ali style. Are the punches accurate in real life or is it laggy? It depends on your internet connection. I'm going to be totally honest with you. It's going to depend right there on that internet connection. But here we go. Back into the action. First round going squarely to JD here with that knockdown. The killer still trying to figure it out. Nice feints. Keeping him guessing. Nice jab there. Good head movement by the killer. And the killer's going to have to do a lot to get the respect of JD here. JD working a nice combination at the end. And what a solid round for both of these fighters. The crowd here on the edge of their feet. Let's look at the corner, man. Hiroshi Tanaka saying, man, you lost, but you learned from him. You know what I'm saying? Stop headhunting with that one punch, 40% singles. Double it up, get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? You keep going back to that uppercut, and it isn't landing. Leave it alone for a round, right? And your temple's been open, man. You got the high guard in the front, but you got to watch the sides. You know what I'm saying? Ray Smokey Dunn says, good kid. The fight's that's the fight that I wanted. The big round, and you had him hurt, man. Keep the same right square uppercut, same spot again. Go back to it, man. He's got power, so don't get careless and just be careful of the chin. Taller fighters always got to be careful of the chin in this game, man. You're always going to be shooting up. Round number 2 here underway. JD in the black trunks. The Killer in the blue trunks. Killer first out of the corner, looking to get into that action. Now, looking at the Killer, what he was heard, man. He's got the high guard up there, and you see it. Good front shield, but he's got to be careful of the temples. And JD has been really good, just like you saw around there, shooting around that high guard, really picking his shots. The hallmark of a bit of a sniper here. Shooting around the guard again with the left. And this time around, the hands are up from JD. Maybe he's earned a bit of respect from the Killer. The Killer got him in the corner. Ooh, slips out, and now the reverse, Uno reverse. The big right uppercut again from JD. And JD now in the pocket, teeing off. Big shots coming from the Killer, looking for the power shots, trying to make up for the damage. JD able to fire off at will, just right around the guard. Big right there on the chin. Nice 60 damage. Goes for the spinning elbow feint. Luckily, elbows don't work in this game for all those guys who were wondering. Going for that right uppercut again. Swing and a miss. The Killer with the head movement now. Schmoving and grooving. This is the last fight of the undercard here. Coming up next, we're going to have the main fights for the night, the stationary ranked guys, and then the championship fight. Austin says he tried the Tyson Fury elbow. Right on, bro. We got some folks in the YouTube chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Big shout outs to the YouTube folks, man. I hope you guys are enjoying the fights for the night. JD, man, looking at it as a good advantage here. But the Killer still got fight left in him. Doesn't seem to be slowing down. He just got to find his tempo and find a way in. Oh, big left hand there by the Killer. And the Killer slightly overextending here, trying to stay on the outside with someone with a taller reach, right? I think at this time, you got to might just get in there and make it messy. But then again, fighting against someone with a longer reach in this game, and that's really the true advantage. Long reach and speed. But here we go, the Killer mixing it up on the inside. Battle of the jabs. And it really is the longer man. JD finding the advantages here. Looking for, ooh, nice combination. Uppercut into the hook there. Hook landing flush on the temple. And again, JD just using the uppercuts to split the guard. Shooting around the guard with the hooks. Very good offense there. Good strategy against the high guard of the Killer. Going back to the corner here, Hiroshi Tanaka says, stop, breathe. We change one thing. He's teeing off on your chin. He got 10 clean shots to the chin this round, right? You're putting your punches together. That has improved. Keep that going, right? The lead hook isn't working. Maybe work off the jabs. Try something else, man. Go to the blue corner, man. Good kid. More of that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. You got the lead uppercut. The rear uppercut is there for you, but not the lead, man. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful. And you're all upstairs. Go down to the body a little bit more. Round it out. That's what it is from the corner. You know what I mean? Round number 3 here underway. Third and final round here in the undercard. JD having a good bout for himself. But hey, it ain't over until the fat lady sings. At least that's what they say. The Killer out the gate. Trying to work the jab. Lead uppercuts from both, really missing a lot. Here we go, doubling up to the jab to the body, and now he's putting together a lot more combinations. All right, here we go. The killer now finding some combinations in the bag. Taking a look at the punch stats here. JD leading 185 to 153, right? JD falling behind on the jab game, but man, making it up with those hooks, shooting around the guard. A lot more power punches there from JD. Shout out to the stats. Big hook, swing and a miss there from the killer. And the killer has been struggling to just close the distance all day. JD doing a very good job. We always talk about taller boxers learning to fight on the back foot, circling out. This is what you take note here. JD jabbing to the body, just pinging every time that the killer wants to try to close the distance. And now at this point in time, you know, as the killer, he's got to be more strategic about how he cuts off the rope. There it is, cut off that angle, get him back in the corner. If you let him keep moving the way he wants to move. Oh, the footwork. Circling around, Uno reverse there by JD. JD might have been scouted out by Solo Liability, always looking for the tall boxers to pad the roster.
Absolutely.
I knew it. I knew you were scouting him. I knew it. He said, anytime a tall guy is beating a shorter guy, Solo's going to be coming knocking. Hey, brother, I got an offer for you.
I'm like a military recruiter, like before like a senior graduates.
Right there at the football game. What's that kid's grades? Oh, yeah, we're going to get him.
Oh, he eats crayons? Yeah, I'll get him in the Marines. Don't worry.
46 seconds left here on the third round. And honestly, man, the killer has been putting up a good fight. I'm not going to lie, but I mean, JD has just been that much better working his game plan. And Solo, man, like I said, we always talk about this is how taller boxers should be fighting in this game. Okay, the killer hurting him a little bit, though. The killer's got him hurt. If the killer can pull out a miraculous knockdown, that'll be insane. Killer, whoa, there it is! There it is! The short kicks! He has been working that straight all night. Oh my days. He said, stand on business, fam. Stop running. Wow, yo. Win or lose at the end of this, he worked for that one, man. I think JD might still fall away if this I'm telling, bro, lock loader, I be in there, dog. I be watching. I can't necessarily see the damage, right? Can't necessarily see the damage, but my eyes, my peepers are locked in on the damage. Young Frank West there from the blue corner, still taking it by 1 point, but you gotta give the moral victory to your boy out here. You know what I'm saying? Taking a look at the damage. I mean, look, it was the knockdown was there to tie it up, right? If I'm being really honest, the knockdown was there to tie it up. But let's take a look at the damage, right? 2004 to 1243. 1988 to 1197. It was close on that third round, 1556 to 1562, but the damage and the knockdowns still go in favor of the blue corner. Your boy Jay Dilla. JD in the house, 5,548 to 4,002. When I say, look, I will say though, this was a great, that was probably one of the fights of the night there. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all are great fighters, man. It was so close. Hey, Killer, you fought somebody who knew how to fight tall. On stationary, man was moving. You know what I'm saying? It was good. He had good hands, good speed, good accuracy, but you did your thing, bro. Good games to both of you, man. Great fight there, and a great way to end the card. So now we're gonna go ahead and give JD the W there. All right. So now here we go, guys. Time to maneuver. If you guys want to know where we are in the card, go ahead and type in /fight. If you're in the Discord, /fight card ranked. If you're here on the stream, I got you guys right here. the stationary card is about to start, right? We've got King Garcia versus Dom Bones Johns. We got Manny versus Silly Diamond Possum. 2i Willie versus Bartholomew. The African Saiyan versus Tank. And then the championship match for the 50 G's. The 50 Smackarooskies, right? Boots versus Texas King. And the winner also gets the title vacated by Jay Baca. Jay Baca out because of a back injury. And so, yeah, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy. So we don't have, I don't think we have anybody on the cams set up here. Just want to double check and make sure, because I don't think, yeah, we ain't got nobody on cams. So we're going to be moving and grooving. So first fight up next, right? King Garcia versus Dom Bones Johns. We're going to go ahead and get the code for you guys real quick. And then we are going to go on to the next fight. Just a second here. If you guys got any questions in the chat, just hit me up while I get prepared and get these boxers locked in for you guys. All right, card is locked in. The code has been sent to King Garcia and Dom Bones Johns. Now, the other thing that's a little different in exhibition matches here, guys, we usually have subs because they're loose. It's like the first 30 people to sign in, they get in. Some people will jump out, some people don't. The ranked cards, we cannot, we can't make any substitutes. So if somebody does not make their ranked fight, they have forfeited the loss. So we don't have, I don't think we have that problem here today, but let's see. We got 15 or so minutes. All right, BBMA Manny, 15 minutes in. Yeah, no sub-ins for the ranked map because they have to be ranked fighters. Absolutely. So looking for King Garcia. I'm looking for Dom Bones Johns. There he is. All right, Dom is joining. King Garcia, I see you in there. Yeah, I see him. Yeah, just want to make sure. Now, it's going to be interesting. Who y'all think got this? You know what I'm saying? Solo, spin up a poll for these fights. We should have been spinning up polls this whole time, but you know what I'm saying? It's been, hey, Austin, it's been an absolute war tonight. It's been an absolute war tonight. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Braden in the chat says, scout me, Solo.
Wait, hold on.
Pelon, soon. I'm working on it right now. I gotta find a way to do it so that the stream services don't like ping me for it and kick me off. But everybody's been asking for that, Pelon. So we're gonna work it out.
Who's the fighters again?
We've got Dom Bones Johns taking on what's his name? King Garcia. Dom Bones Johns versus King Garcia.
Yo, shout out to Dom. You know, that's my boy, a fellow Smurf killer.
Fellow Smurf killers. Smurf killers chat. So when you guys are ready, go ahead and ready up. And then we'll go on to the tail of the tape. All right, we got them both locked in. Let's go ahead and head on to the tail of the tape. In the blue corner, we got King Garcia taking on Dom Bones Johns in the red corner. Both these VR boxers locked in for the first fight of the stationary card. King Garcia fighting by way of North America West, 5'6" tall, 1501 to 2000 elo. Dom Bones Johns fighting out of North America East, 6 foot tall, 2001 to 2500 elo. Both these VR boxers fighting in stationary today. King Garcia in the all-white, Dom Bones Johns with the white and blue gloves. Both of them looking pretty spiffy. They got them Smurf killer colors on with the
Yes,
away
sir.
with the away clothes. Dom Bones John's on the creep up though. What is that? That man came in here with the long knees. Okay, here we go. First fight of the stationary card. King Garcia looking to work that jab a little bit. Dom Bones John's working his jab, and I like to see this great start to a first round here, Solo.
No, absolutely. And shout out to Dom. We've been training quite a bit. This past, for especially this past 2 weeks, and Dom is definitely he's got that damage. Okay, like don't let him fool you. Once he starts going on that berserk mode, like it's it's basically wraps at that point.
Dom Bones Johns has the best intro in the VR business right now. Chat's going crazy for that. I was like, yo, how did he even do that, to be honest with you, man? I'm not even sure on stationary, but he did his thing, man. And what I like about how swift he is, look at the footwork from Dom Bones Johns, right? Getting active out here. And the crazy part about it is, like, we're in stationary, right? So for those of you guys who don't know, stationary is when you're standing still in VR and you're not using your legs to move per se, you're using the joystick. But they do allow a small radius around yourself so you can take small steps. And Dom Bones Johns is using both the joystick and those steps to great effect.
Absolutely. And right now, I gotta say that like Dom is doing a good thing about keeping like a distance and still landing his punches. King Garcia is playing a pretty good defense game. He is being pretty conservative with how much energy he's using so far in his first round. But I'm curious to see if it's going to continue being like this, just an even pace match, or in the second round is that going to change up?
You can always many keys to victory in this game, right? We've seen a lot of people fighting in the undercard. You got some sluggers, you got some street brawlers, you got your boxer punchers, right? You could definitely, we saw with Valentin earlier, win completely on points, right? So if you're a fighter like Dom and you can keep that footwork up and keep your opponent at bay, score as much points as possible and put yourself in as much of a lead, right? But when you're King Garcia, you're gonna have to mix it up. Staying at this distance against Dom, risky business, man, because he wants to pick you off. So if I was Garcia, you could probably take the first round to observe your opponent, but you're really trying to figure out a way to get in, right? You don't want to be a sitting duck, right? You create some opportunities, but you got to capitalize on them.
Oh, absolutely. I'm really hoping to see, that explosive power that I know Dom's got in his back pocket. You know what I'm saying? Homie's got it just throws straight cement with those punches.
Absolutely. Let's take it to the corner man here. Shout out to the crowd. And the crowd's pretty excited. I'm not going to lie. Crowd's pretty excited here. And so am I. Red corner, Marcus Sunshine Bell says, look at me, champ. That rounds mean nothing. He's teeing off on you. Oh, so the rear hook isn't working for you. You got to be careful. And champ, he's finding that chin. You got to tuck it in for me. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be careful with that hook. He doesn't throw it often, but it's doing some big damage, right? In the blue corner, having a good round here, man. Don't get too comfortable, though, right? Your chin is also exposed, right? And you got to watch out for Dom's cross. Big cross coming in. You know what I'm saying? That right cross landed about 49. Biggest of the round, and it's still there. So it's a battle of the cross versus the hooks, the long range versus the short range weapons here as we go into round number 2, right? People in the chat looking for the short kings. I've also seen some people saying, why not go for the full body experience and move your legs? The developers thought ahead of this, guys. Sometimes some people don't have a 10 by 10 space, right? Because in room scale, you got to draw that ring, and that's where you move around in, right? Some people, they don't have a lot of space, or they can't move, right? Maybe you're fighting in a small apartment, in a closet or a shoe booth or something. So instead of crippling people, they say, hey, just go in stationary. I think it was the right call. But here we go. Ryan Garcia with the hooks. Dom's got to be careful, man. Ryan is swinging for murder with those hooks, landing a big 51 there.
No, it's definitely got to be careful. Being a tall fighter, you do get like one thing that tall fighters usually have is the longer arm reach. So definitely, knowing how far your fist can go when throwing straights or even hooks is definitely important, especially to know how much of a distance you can keep from your opponent and still land some damage.
Yeah, JD had put on a master class with that, right? Instead of firing forward and walking forward, circle out, create some opportunity, step back a bit, right? You've got the gift of long range. Use that to bait your opponents. Ryan Garcia, though, doing the right thing, man. Shelling up at the right times, not trying to punch his way in, trying to make his way in. And once he gets there, he's going to be trying to get some damage in. He's got the big hooks to back it up. So one of the big things in this game is that, like, damage is king. No matter what you say, damage is where it's at. You can throw big bombs on your opponent. You need to make far less mistakes than they do in order to get that dub.
No, absolutely. And so far, just from the second round, I will say that King Garcia, at the moment, he's playing a pretty good, even pace game right now with Dom. He's kind of controlling the pace of how this round is going. And if Dom wants to make any type of significant difference between these two, he's going to have to either get a knockdown or land some crazy damage.
I saw a little something in there that makes me wonder this is going to have a big effect on the game. For those of you guys who don't know, this is an online game, so the third man in the ring is always the internet connection. And I've seen Dom Bones John stutter quite a few times here, so I'm wondering if that lag is causing a bit of disruptions, not allowing him to land the shots that he needs, and he could be getting caught through the lag, which is something that does happen in this game.
No, absolutely, and unfortunately, that lag can make or break a match.
Yes.
Either on both sides or at least for one opponent.
Absolutely, D&D.
Ooh, a 62.
Ooh, big shots there. Now, as we head into the next and final round. Now, we have seen some people, when they fight in the lag, they got to throw wide. Looking at the red corner, man, he's landing on your chin 4 times now. Got to protect it a bit more. You were a little slow out the gate, but, get busy from the bell start in this next round. He got a dangerous jab. You got to respect it. But a much better round there for Dom Bones Johnson in the blue corner. Better. Keep executing. You got to outwork that round, but it's okay, right? You were slow out the gate, too. So you got to pick it up next round, third round. You got to let it all hang out. You know what I'm saying? He's hit you in the forehead 9 times. Be careful, right? And he's got dangerous hooks. So now in the second round, they've switched weapons. It was Dom Bones Johns with the straights in the first round and Ryan Garcia with the hooks. Now in the second round, it's Dom with the hooks and Garcia with the jabs. Third round, final round, all on the table here. The touch gloves, good sportsmanship. We love to see it. That boy Jiu-Jitsu back in the chat. I remember that name. Such a good name. Why they fight with their hands down so much in this? It's the VR boxer way. You never really know specifically why somebody fights with their hands down. If you take a look at the fight before this one with JD, it was his style, and he used it very well. Some people, their arms just get tired. Other people, it may just be force of habit. But right now, back into this game, yeah, the lag is definitely a factor in here. East Coast versus West Coast connection. I wonder how difficult it would be to add rollback netcode on this. I know we don't have a lot of servers for the team to work with here, but King Garcia making himself elusive. There are strategies for lag warfare in this game, right? Swinging wide. That way, if they're in a position where they shouldn't have been, even though you don't see it, you might still get the shot. Keeping that head movement going and flowing, right? Making yourself as elusive as the target is, because what they're seeing on their side of the headset may not actually be where you're at, right? And you got to fight. It's like fighting in those martial arts movies with sand in your eyes. You just got to lock in and use your sixth sense a little bit.
No, absolutely. And at this point, like Dom is taking a bit of damage, so he needs to change it up if he wants to either survive or at least win this round. At this point, it kind of looks like the first round, went to Garcia. Second round went to Dom. But this third round here, listen, at this point, I feel like it's either gonna end up in a draw or it's gonna end with somebody getting knocked down first. And Dom definitely looks like he's taking quite a bit of damage more than Garcia is. So he's gonna have to mix it up, either move around a bit to the point where you're predicting where your opponent's gonna go, or throw enough combos in there to really land those punches.
100%, man. 41 seconds left here in this round, and it's going to come down to heart and belief, right? No matter what, at the end of the day, even if you're not seeing the shots registering, you got to throw the shots that you think you're going to land, especially here in this lag. You never know what's going to hit. Some big damage there coming in that combination. I think it was on the side of Dom Bones Johns, but Dom Bones Johns has the right strategy right now, right? Keep firing away. Let the judges decide, right? Don't decide the match for your opponent.
No, absolutely. Although like these type of games are, they're based off of points and damage and things like that. It's also a battle of the mind at the end of the day. If you got the mentality that your opponent already won, then they've already won, whether you one way or another.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at it's either a draw, I think, or maybe I think Dom Bones Johns might have clinched it. And there we have it. Dom Bones Johns is your winner, 29-28. You called it from the beginning. Let's take a look at the score, 10-9 in favor of Garcia. But then Dom Bones Johns, 10-9, 10-9, going the other way around. He definitely turned it around to that second round for sure. Dom Bones Johns barely losing the third round on damage, 387-327, but it was a big swing, 1852 to 916. And here's the interesting part. I told you guys about the lag tactics, right? Notice that Dom Bones John switched over from the straights to the hooks in that second round that he won. That is a big maneuver if you guys are playing this game online. Hooks travel a lot of distance, so even if they're not where they're supposed to be and they're on the left or the right, you're still going to hit them with the clothesline. And that was some tech that we found out a long time ago. Third round, very close though, but it's 33-40 to 24-23. It's going to give Dom Bones Johns the win in his debut fight here in the ranked card. Let's take a look at the bracket. Dom Bones Johns with the W. Big congrats there. Let's see. Let's give my man's his win here. Dom Bones Johns with the W. All right, up next. Is it time? Manny, you good? Manny versus Silly Diamond Possum. Silly Possum out here. The code has been sent to you both guys. Gotta make sure we gotta clear out the room. Silly Possum. First is... There we go. We see Silly Possum. He's just got him in. We're looking for Manny. Let me double check. All right, Manny, he's ready. Yes, let's go. Let's go. All right, Manny, check the message requests. I believe this might be the first time you might be getting it. It should be coming from the Ringside bot. Killer Cam in the chat. What's good, bro? Next week, Killer Cam will be defending the belt in the final room scale card before we take a little bit of a break here. All right, we got Silly Possum, we got Manny locked in. Get Manny in the blue corner here. There we go. All right, let's head to the tail of the tape. Coming up next, in the blue corner, we've got Manny taking on Silly Possum in the red corner. Both of these VR boxers getting ready to lock in to the virtual squared circle. Manny fighting by way of North America East, coming in at 6 foot 1 inches tall with an ELO of 2,500 plus. He takes on Silly Diamond Possum, fighting by way of North America East. 5 foot 10 inches tall, 1501 to 2000. A big elo disparagement there, but we like to say this all the time. It's about the styles and not the elo. Manny in the white, gold, and silver. Silly Possum in the yellow trunks. 3 3-minute rounds here in the stationary card number 3. VBA Manny making his debut here. Or VBMA, sorry, Manny making his debut here against Silly Possum. Silly Possum, known to be living up to the name, right? Plays a little bit of a rope-a-dope with his opponents in the first couple of rounds, but it will fail if Manny can light the fire in this round, and already Manny coming out the gate swinging.
Listen, don't underestimate like Silly Possum. You know, he definitely lives up to the name. He has this little possum style of fighting. You know, but Manny's also got some hands. You know what I'm saying? He does swing them.
Oh, 100%, man. And he's got that 2,500 elo. When you see 2,500 plus elo, that means somebody has been really like living online at a high caliber, right? So he's got a lot of experience behind him, has his own league as well. So from the front end to the back end, this man Manny has a lot of experience, looking good. Silly Possum, though, experienced himself, still wanting to try to make the new upstart rather, work for his title here, man, for this fight. So Manny looking to make some noise. Ooh, here we go. Dig into the body for Silly Possum. Not getting a lot. VBA Manny able to tee off. Especially, again, we've seen this time and time again. Like with a boxer who has the longer reach, it's really dangerous. Risky business, man. You really have to really figure out a way to get past that. And again, we see a pull there from Manny. That's one of the big advantages of having that taller reach. You can see somebody coming in from a mile away, especially when they start that attack from so far. You got to do step back, circle out to the left, work a little bit of that counter opportunity. It's really not about the height, bro. We always say this about the height, man. VBA Manny putting together a nice 3-piece combination. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Just dropped the Discord link there for you guys if you guys want to join the Ringside VR Discord. Back to this action, though. 40 seconds left into the first round. The discovery round, as we like to say, right? This is where you get to find out the measure of the person across the ring from you. Hopefully you don't give up too much of your cards in the process. Maybe kind of figure out something. Ooh, on the second round, VBA Manny again striking true with that right hand. And here we go.
No, definitely. Honestly, both of these fighters they're just doing like a cowboy standstill at this point.
I like the pacing here from VBA Manny, right? You don't like, and you know this, Solo. You don't want to spend all the gas. Ooh, big 55.
Ooh, 55.
Yes. Big dap up there from both of these VR boxers. You can see him taking the headsets off, probably getting some water. Shout outs to the excited crowd here at the Great Hall. Thrill of the Fight 2 is the game that we're playing, guys, out on MetaQuest headsets. In the red corner now, Dr. Elliot Voss says, look, he's landed on the temple 5 times. You got to make sure to shift the guard to cover that, man. The lead overhand is your shot tonight. He keeps finding him. You got to build stuff off of that, build around it, man. And you got to be careful with that hook. He doesn't throw it often, but when he does, it's big damage. And I've seen Manny land with a big damage hook. For Manny, though, he's finding you on the temple as well, man. You got to adjust that side. He got some big hooks on him, right? And that's his big shot. That's the one that's actually hurting you, right? And, take it to the body first, and the head will follow. So mix up a little bit there from the blue corner. Hiroshi Tanaka does love a little bit of up-down mix-up work there. Shout out to the corner man. Round number 2. Manny in the white trunks with the gold and silver trim. Silly Possum with the yellow trunks with the white stripes. Shout out to you guys in the chat as well. You know what I'm saying? Here we go, round number 2. So Solo, from what you've seen in the first round, man, you've heard what the cornermen have to say. What are your thoughts going into the second round?
Definitely going into the second round. I definitely think that both of these fighters. I feel like so far from the start, they both definitely adjusted. They're kind of putting more pressure on it onto each other, especially with the punches that they're throwing. Now, what I do want to see is definitely some more combos from both of these fighters. Because as much punches that they're each throwing, yeah, I'll give them credit. It's kind of landing a little bit here and there, but you gotta like I like to tell like the gym members and Smurf killers, you gotta really work on that body.
Yeah, man, the body is a valuable target in this game. The developers have been offering some bladed stances, but not terribly bladed. You can see the bodies are kind of square on to your opponents, and that is just opening, asking to be shot. And you have two big weak zones, right there, dead middle in the sternum, and then to the liver, of course. And that's an extra 30, I think, percent damage on your punches just on the table. And a lot of people headhunt in VR. I think that's the most. Given advice from the corner system is that you gotta work on that, right? Coming out the gate, though, round number
Absolutely.
two.
Also, Super, just give me a quick second, all right?
You good? Round number two, though, here we're probably seeing the Silly Possum game in effect. And again, Silly Possum, he has a more defensive posture to his fights, right? He's got that scything lead arm there, keeping it to protect the body, using that right hand to protect the face. And a lot of people fall in and overextend, and that's when he gets the counter shots, man. So taking that first round to read his opponent, he's got to be careful, though. VBA Manny is still landing good shots, and you only have so much punishment that your VR boxer can take before they just crumble under the pressure. A lot of people cheering for Manny in the chat. Looking at the poll, 67% for Manny in this one, 33% for Possum. So Possum definitely the underdog in this fight. Manny looks comfortable and confident right now. He had enough chance to holler at us in the chat saying, look, this guy's buns. I got him beat. Absolutely. And here we go. Manny able to fire off at will. The combinations are just landing for Manny at this point. Silly Possum has to figure out a way to come back from what I see as a bit of a deficit here. The crowd sitting on the edge of their seats. Shout out to Thrill the Fight 2 devs. Shout out to you here in the chat. Looking at the red corner here, Dr. Ellie Voss says, look, the chin is your leak, bro. He's landed more than 9 times there. You got to be careful. Close that guard. You're also slow out the gate, man. You got to be busy, right? And you're only throwing one at a time. 33% of your shots are just one of them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta double that up. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, Hiroshi Tanaka only has one thing for him, right? It's a competitive round. You just have some small things, you know what I'm saying? Slow down. You were a little slow out the gate. Turn on the gas, right? He returns to the temple deliberately. You could take that away from him and get to the counter shot. He's getting a bit predictable. That's really the only thing, man. Keep doing you is what the blue corner is saying to Manny. Here we go. Round number 3. Third and final round here. Manny in the white trunks with the silver trim. Silly Possum in the yellow trunks. Now, Manny's been having a pretty good round match so far. And the thing about it is, in this game, guys, damage is king. So if you're able to land on your opponent and put them in that state where they're behind, it's going to be really, really, really hard for them to come back, right? Silly Possum has to start turning on the offense here. Manny keeping the pressure on him. And the judges do love to see damage. Big combination landed there by Manny. Silly Possum finally starting to fire back here late in the third round. He's got to listen to the coaches. Coaches have advised him, look, you got to start doubling up. You can't just keep throwing the single jab out. You can't win like that. Meanwhile, Manny, no notes for him on his corner. He just needs to keep doing what he's doing and take the temple shots away from him. Big shots there landed by Manny. And again, I have to wonder, how much more damage can Silly Possum take at this moment, right? Minute 35 seconds left here in the third and final round. Silly Possum snapping out that jab from the Hitman style. But if you guys are familiar with the Hitman style, Tommy Hearns had that lethal chopping right toe. And he was able to mix up that lead. He was able to do jab hook. You know what I'm saying? Feint hook to the body. Snap the jab high low. Got to mix it up. Now, I will say in the jab in this game as well, it powers up your power shots up to 20% increased damage. You know, if you land 3 jabs, jab, jab, boom, cross, that cross is going to get loaded up with additional bonus power. But Manny just not really using the payoff shots here. Third round, taking a look at the punch stats. Manny leading with 183 total punches thrown, right? Outworking Silly Possum in the jabs, outworking him in the hooks, barely outworking him in the overhands. But Silly Possum throwing more percentage of power shots than Manny. Here we go, 25 seconds left. Silly Possum coming alive just a little bit. Is it too little, too late? Last closing seconds of this fight. VBA Manny looking to score a few more hits, swing the favor. The judges on his side. Don't know if he needs it, though. He had a really confident run there. Big shots being landed, and there we go. Match comes to a close. I got Manny up on all my scores, man. Chat, how you guys feel about that? Music says Possum. Music says Possum. Let's see what the judges say. Now, we always say never leave it up to the judges, man. They BBA Manny says the fog got to him in the lens. Let's take a look, see the results here. By decision, VBA Manny 29-28. 10-9 VBA Manny. 9-10 for Silly Possum. 10-9 for Manny there at the end. Looking at the damage, 1526 to 1075. 752 to 637. And Manny with an explosive dominating third round, 2063 to 1599 for a grand total of 4,226 to 3,426 for your winner. Out of the blue corner, VBMA Manny. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. That was a great fight. That was a great fight. Silly Possum, man, it's always hard to call his fights, man. He lives up to that name. You know what I mean? You never know when he's going to sneak around from you. He may sneak the whole fight from you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I do what I do. Blick, I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but that was a great fight from both of you guys, to be honest, man. 100%. 100% there. We're going to go ahead and give VBA Manny the flowers. Taking the dub here from Silly Diamond Possum, and both of the new guys coming into the stationary, really making a name for themselves here. Debut matches with the W's. We are now going to be moving and grooving to some increased fight action. From here on out, ladies and gentlemen, we are no longer in 3-minute, 3-round territory. We are moving up to the 6-rounder fights. Make sure I do this right this time, because sometimes I forget, you know what I'm saying? So up next, these guys have been in the stationary division since the beginning, right? That boy Will Brewer, 2i Willie versus Bartholomew. Up next, both of you guys have the code Will Brewer, 2i Willie versus Bartholomew. And Bart says, look, my stuff's actually charged now, so Will Brewer, welcome. Got to get up to the stage. I see you out here, Brody. We got the poll up from Solo Liability. Who's going to win, 2i Willie or Bartholomew? Let's see what the Discord has to say. And right now, I'm going to get ready for this next match. I hope you guys are liking this VR boxing action. I know for some of you guys out here, this is the first time y'all are seeing it. You know what I mean? But we get down and we get busy over here, man. I love to throw on a good show. I love to throw on a good stream. And we got a lot of homies who like to play really good boxing games. This is probably the best. This is debatable. Some people will say that there are other boxing games, but right now, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate it. Yeah, my goal here was just to make the homies look good and give them a home to, you know what I'm saying, have some good fights. Will Brewer. All right, Will Brewer's on his way. And there we go. That boy Joe Figure. Great name. And this guy Bartholomew. Waiting for Bart to hop in here. We got the votes in here. Let's take a look at the results here. 2i Willie favorite here in this fight so far. Bartholomew, the 67% to 33% are favoring 2i Willie. No, scratch that. 75 to 25%. Right? Oh, there we go. I see you out there. Okay, bet. We're waiting for Will Brewer. So we're going to put Bart in the red corner here. Waiting for Will Brewer. Young William. Hey, shout out to all the folks. Hey, Clint Kev, what's good, bro? Yeah, we're in the ranked card right now, so anybody who's not here for their fight for ranked automatically just counts as a loss. So no more substitutes all the way till we get here. But here we go. We've got Will Brewer readied up, and we've got Bartholomew readied up. Now, Bartholomew, his only losses have come because he wasn't able to make his last fights, right? So this is going to be very interesting as we get into this fight. 2i Willie versus Bartholomew coming up next. In the blue corner, we got Willie the Kid, a.k.a. 2i Willie, taking on Bartholomew in the red corner. Both of these VR boxers locked into the virtual squared circle. 2i Willie fighting out of North America Central at a height of 5 foot 10 inches tall with an ELO of 0 to 1500. He takes on Bartholomew fighting out of the North America East region, 5 foot 6 inches tall. The ELO he has is 0 to 1500 as well. Both these stationary boxers getting ready to lock in this next fight. 2i Willie here in the black trunks. Bartholomew in the red trunks. We about to get ready to lock in. This is going to be our first 6-round fight of the night. The rounds are longer. The strategy is here. Now, normally we got the introductory round, the discovery round, followed by the adjustment round, and then the open goalie mode, as my friend Solly would say. But this time we got a little bit more time to extend, right? Bartholomew, the shorter fighter by a little bit here, but he's got a long reach, so it's a little evened out. He fights 2i Willie, and Bart says, look, I only got the 2 L's because I wasn't able to make it. Good uppercut on the inside by Bartholomew, and Bartholomew already looking really sharp here. Will Brewer swinging for the fences, not able to keep up. 2i Willie getting rocked, and 2 Black Eye Willie might be his name here. The knockdown landing flush there for Bartholomew. Bartholomew not wasting any time there on the inside, looking to make this a short night. Here we go, man. An early knockdown. 2 minutes left in this round. Plenty of time for Bart to work. He had some really crisp counters there on the inside. And a lot of times we say, man, hey, the taller fighter automatically has an advantage. Not necessarily the case. This time, Bartholomew looking to make a statement here.
Listen, Bartholomew, you got to admit, for a tall fighter, he is putting in some work.
I mean, he is well, Bart's the slower fighter here, shorter fighter here in the red trunks, just by a few inches. But man, his ability to just get in there. I mean, 2i Willie pumping away the left rights, the muda, right? Not really effective as Bartholomew is able to slip inside, get his counter shots in, and he's just hitting with absolute dynamite here. And 2i Willie was the favorite to win here. Bartholomew, you know what I'm saying, not necessarily the favorite, looking to be the underdog, and he's just working him like he's the favorite.
Now, the question is here, right, between these two fighters is, you know, typically in a normal fight, the smaller fighter usually ends up having, you know, more stamina or can last longer before getting gassed out than the taller fighter. But in this case, in this scenario, The taller fighter is definitely going to take a nap on this mat.
You can't be the taller fighter if you're on the mat. Now you're the shorter fighter by a lot. I'm just saying. Those are the facts. And here we go for the second time in the first round. 2-Eye Willie gets the two-piece. Lands on the mat. 30 seconds still left here. If Bartholomew really wanted to push it and go for the gusto, he really could try to go for a TKO. And here we go. Just again, when he leans, especially with that straight, catching him flush, big counter. Just the good slips here by Bartholomew. Good head movement. There we go. Slipping. Weave, weave, weave. Serving bundles here. Bartholomew putting on a masterclass. A little bit of ultra instinct there for the young man, Bart. And what a class act there at the end of the first round. Bartholomew having a great night, man. Ritual says, he got that. Ritual says he got that Dio in him, bro. He got the time stop. Looking at the red corner, Marcus Sunshine Bell says, beautiful, baby. You're in his head already. Big round, man. You put him down with the right lead overhand. Go to it again. He's thriving on the tempo, though. Take it away from him, man. Get that counter up in there. And too many wide looping shots. You got to be careful. Straighten them out. Go back to those uppercuts, man. Hiroshi Tanaka, here in the blue corner, man. You're getting caught on the way in and you're just standing still, bro. Stop admiring the shot and roll off of it. You know what I'm saying? You got 7 times you got hit to the eye. Again, 2-Eye Willie getting, I told you, them 2 eyes, man. And you got to be careful with the jab, man. Got to be careful with the jab. Round number 2 here. 2-Eye Willie's got to put up the defense. He's moving and grooving. Schmoving and gliding. Vibing and sliding. But he's got to be careful. Bartholomew has already proven that he's got the speed and the knowledge. And now what do you do, Solo Liability? Like, it's somebody who's out here outboxing, right? You know what I mean? What do you even do?
Listen, at that point, like, if someone's outboxing you, right? No matter what, even if whether you're winning or losing, everyone has like some type of weakness, right? In this case,
Facts.
Like for Bart, he is the shorter fighter, but that to his advantage, that gives him an easier way of getting in, into those liver shots or even the solar plexus, depending on how he moves around. But for 2-Eye Willie, the type of defense and offense switch that he's doing during this match, that's going to be a hard thing to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But hey, man, he's back into the corner right now. Not a place that he wants to be, especially in stationary. More often than in room scale, the corner is a factor. Oh, my God. Again, the head movement. Bartholomew making it look easy. Willie Bonds in the chat saying Willie needs to slip the jab and counter with a hook to the body or an uppercut. Coach Willie Bonds. Coach Willie Bonds in the chat. I do love it.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe 2-Eye Willie is part of the Rising Star Gym. So, I'm curious to see, if their gym leader has improved. I'm curious to see, how much 2-Eye Willie has improved.
I will say that I've been in their Discord, and it's been Octo. Who else has been up in there? Yeah, I would say it's been a few people in there working with Prophet on the new training regimen, and just said he's there. Willie's got to show up to the gym sessions. So here we go, skipping the training, showing up in the rank matches. Bartholomew making this look easy. 2-Eye Willie trying to go back for it, and I believe also as well the lag is not on his side, man. We see a little bit of freezing there from 2-Eye Willie, but at the end of the day, man, it really is Bartholomew's speed and accuracy that's shining for him right now. Got him hurt, backing him up against the ropes. Bartholomew walking him down. Weave, weave. Now you see when the VR boxer drops his hands down, starts walking you down like this, he got that Y-eye. Weave, weave, weave. Again. Where's that ultra? Dun, 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 dun,
no, seriously.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bartholomew's starting to steal my moves.
Hey, not everybody can have the good. Dang, hold up, man.
Damn,
that's crazy.
That was disrespectful.
Bart. 2-Eye Willie says, "Stand still, bro." He got that Vegeta. Oh, you gonna take this, huh? Ain't no final flashes around here. This ain't the Cell Games, player. You got to land those shots.
Ooh, and That was crazy.
Bart's got the confidence in him right now. Hey, hey, Cam, yes, exactly. Fido Flash in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Look, yes, that's the keeping your shots tight I was asking for. Absolutely, man. Yes, the lead overhand is landing far better than it has any right to, man. Hey, go back to it, bro. Coach is overjoyed here. Marcus Sunshine Bell on cloud 9. Hiroki Tanaka says, hey, calm. The fix is small, not large. You got outworked in that round. You're fighting his fight against the ropes. Step off angles, man. Don't back straight up. Your eye is still wide open. He's seeing it and he's closing it. You know what I'm saying? And get your guard back up, bro. Get your guard back up. Man, these are some good fights here. 2i Willie having a tough go of it, man. Bartholomew and he's got 6 rounds. That's the crazy part. Normally, if you at the 3rd rounds, when you have a fight like this that's going 6 rounds, you know we're gonna see some late stage punishment here. 2i Willie, both eyes probably closed at this point. Shout out to the Debs who are working on a future update to give us some cuts and some bruising and things like that. But man, if those were here right now, I think both eyes would be closed for 2i Willie.
No, seriously, man.
Bartholomew taking his time. This is dangerous right now. Bartholomew's in energy conservation mode, right? 2i Willie still managing to clip him there, right there, but Bartholomew catching the timing, just working. And this is where, when you catch someone's timing like this, the counters are going to start being vicious. Regal, oh snap, I hit 10K. I didn't even realize it. Ayo, we hit 10K followers here on TikTok. Let's go.
2i Willie must be a Ghostbuster the way he just, like, the way he swung that and Bartholomew just dodged it.
Yeah, one thing with 2i Willie here, not only is there a lot upstairs, but it's the same rhythm, right? Left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. And that's helping Bartholomew really kind of snipe out and get these counters. I'd love to see him mixing it up, doubling it up. Ooh, wait a minute now. He got him caught. Bartholomew hurt. Bartholomew's got to be careful, man. And if 2i Willie just went to the body a little bit, he'd be landing so much. Bart with the recovery. Man, 2i Willie had a great stunning shot there. For those of you guys with sharp eyes, man, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it on the small screens, but, you know, when somebody gets like a stunned, ugly face, you can definitely tell. I mean, 2i Willie, whoa! I was about to say 2i Willie's got to be careful. And 2i Willie hits the mat again. Taking a look at that on the flip phone, catch it on the replay. Bink, bink, mink. Ooh, and it was the left hand. Putting him down there. 49 seconds left here in round number 3. 2i Willie might be succumbing to the mental pressure. The punches are slowing. Bartholomew able to see it easy. Nice counter uppercut there. And now Bartholomew's just going to some catch and shoot. He sees it so well. You don't even see him people using, oh, nice shot to the body there. Will Brewer swinging. Good counters. Big 61 landed. 17 seconds left. Bartholomew could get another knockdown if he keeps the pressure up on him. Swing and a miss there by Will Brewer.
I'm telling you, put some respect on Bartholomew, man.
Yeah, Bartholomew, full control over this match. Full control over this match. And the red corner's got to do something here, man. Crowd on the edge of their feet. 105 people watching concurrently. Shout outs to everybody watching. Red corner here, man. You're taking it over, champ. You feel that? Keep going. It's a big round and you had him hurt. You know what I'm saying? That left cross is your fight ender, man. Got to keep going back to it. Look for it, man. Got to be careful on the ropes, though. Got to be careful on the ropes. They don't like the rope action. Blue corner's trying to calm him down, tell him to stop and breathe. You know, we got to change one thing, man. You got a competitive round, but that was small things matter. He's landed on that eye again continually. Move your guard into the front. You know, some progress on getting off the ropes. Continue further, and his jab is super dangerous at this point. Here we go. Round number 4. Willie in the black trunks. Bartholomew in the red. Little dap up in the air, and great dap up. I could hear the dap up in my head, to be honest. It was really accurate. Here we go. Round number 4. Now, Solo,
listen,
man.
at this point, like,
Yeah.
listen, Bart needs to figure something else out, because what he's kind of been doing the same thing for the past like 3 rounds, and it's just not working for him. What I feel like what he needs to do at this point is like, he's gonna have to, whether he changes the way he's throwing his punches, or he stops being predictable. Because at this point, Two-Eye Willie is just like straight reading those punches even before they come. Made him spin like a Beyblade.
Man, with 2 minutes left in this round, you'd think, they'd be slowing down, but I mean, Bart's been conserving so much energy here. Will slowing down just a little bit, and he's starting to mix it up a bit. He's coming alive here, and you can tell that he's got a little bit more respect. Big swing, and that's not what you want to do. Going for the big clotheslines and the haymakers, especially with somebody like Bartholomew. Now he's starting to mix it up, but I mean, again, switch it up levels on him, man. Throw some feints. You see you got him respecting. Throw a feint, watch him duck, and then hit him. Throw a feint, watch him put his hands up, throw to the body, right? Especially, I mean, sometimes being predictable can have its advantages because your opponent's bought in on what you want to do. You just got to know when to switch it up.
No, absolutely. And at this point, it's just giving that, like, Bartholomew is just playing at this point. Like, he's just like, listen, I've already dodged your. There, see another one. I'm just dodging your punches. I'm reading them. You're taking my punches regardless. That at this point, like, Bartholomew, if he wants to have any chance of winning, he's gonna have to get, like 1 or 2 knockdowns.
He's gonna need a lot more than that, man. He's gonna need a whole bunch. He's been trailing behind by so far. I mean, really at this point, he really needs to turn things around so much that he'd need a TKO. But Bart's really got the number locked in. Look at their big 60 landed there from Bart. If you're not careful, he's gonna send you back to the Shadow Realm.
Not the Shadow Realm.
Got to be, man. Got to be more careful.
My man needs that Millennium Ring, the Millennium Puzzle, Millennium Eye, the Rod, everything.
All 5 pieces, bro. All of them. Oh, back on the mat again. Two-Eye Willie with the 2 eyes closed, baby. And what's crazy is, like, from the beginning, Bart has been targeting the eyes, almost as if making a statement here. Two-Eye Willie trying to do his little bit of Ultra Instinct, but just not fast enough. And, when you're using the head movement, if you're using it preemptively, you're just asking to get countered. You have to use it reactively, slip by an inch, not by a mile. Let's go back to the red corner here. Yeah, baby, that's the one. Keep it going, Daniel-son. That right jab dropped him, you know what I'm saying? The ropes are hurting you, though. A lot of your punishments coming from there. Just be careful. It's stationary. They're going to see the ropes a lot. So, I think the defensive stuff, he can be careful. You know what I'm saying? He's pinning you and teeing off. You know what I mean? And he's finding the temple. And this game plan isn't working, man. We got to change the range, be first, force something different. And this is the first time that I've actually seen the fight coach go in there and demand a change of strategy here around number 5. They're like, look, we got to do something else, anything else here, Two-Eye Willie, other than what you've been doing, What they say about insanity? Trying the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. I would just flip the script, man. Law of chaos, man. Just go straight to the body, go faint, do something. Wrench says I keep anticipating the kiss, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. They gonna kiss or what? Crazy business, man. Michael, to join, jump in the Discord, bro. Jump in the Discord. Just drop the link for you. Absolutely here, too. We're here in round number 5 of 6. Bartholomew in the red trunks. Blue-Eye Willie in the black trunks. So you could see Blue-Eye Willie hurt, backing up here. Bartholomew slowing down the pace just a little bit. And again, this has been 5 3-minute rounds, right? So we expect a little bit of slowdown here. But, man, no slowdown in the action. The corner said use that straight again, and that's what Bart did. Look at that man, Bart, boy, looking good in the corner. Looking good in the corner. And take a look at the instant replay. I believe it was the cross that put him down. Bang, right there. Ethan said, I put the entire... Mama said knock you out.
Shoot, Bartholomew out here acting like he Kangaroo Jack.
I'm telling you, bro. This man out here just throwing the hands. The ones and the twos. All right, here we go. Two-Eye Willie trying to mix it up. Bart not enthused.
Ooh.
And Bart just still just throwing the heaters, man. Like, Bart is... It was interesting about Bart, man. Bart's throwing all his punches through Two-Eye Willie. Still aiming for those eyes, too. Oh, here we go. Walking him down. Two-Eye Willie trying anything different. The hammer fist. And you could see... The fight in Two-Eye Willie has just left the building. The hands are dropping, trying to do a little something. I don't think this is what Coach Tanaka was saying, meaning when he said try something different and anything different. Two-Eye Willie just, again, throwing everything that he has left in the tank. Not much left in the tank. Bartholomew said, look, I'm going to take you into deep waters tonight, Brody. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go all 6 rounds, and you're going to feel every piece of this palm. $34 seconds left in on the clock. And Bartholomew playing with his food at this point. Dang, not the one-hand stop. Not the John Cena, you can't see me, or maybe Two-Eye Willie can't see anything. Not 100% sure. Even if Bart does go down at this point, man, it's gonna be a lot. Oh, big combination there. Two-Eye Willie hurt again. Big stunning blow. Two-Eye Willie trying to fight back. Got to be careful of the counter shots. And here we go. Oh, there's the kiss. There's the kiss. All right, in solo. Justin says, how many fights till Texas King fights? We have about 1 more fight before the final fight of the night. Red corner, man. Put him down. Just saying, put him down. You're taking over, champ. Big round. Now the chat's in favor of Bartholomew. He was the underdog. You know what I'm saying? And again, Hiroshi Tanaka just saying, look, man, I don't know what else we're going to do, bro. Two-Eye Willie just not here for the booze. He said, look, all of y'all could get it. It don't even matter. Two-Eye Willie turning heel here at the end. 6th and final round. Ethan said, yo, Two-Eye Willie, come on, bro. I bet the house on you, bro. Lock in. Wouldn't it be crazy to see like a 3rd round TKO from Two-Eye Willie at this point? I mean, that'd be the only thing that'll save him. And it would be the robbery of the century, because Bartholomew has had this match in his favor squarely this entire time. But Two-Eye Willie finding some more gusto here at the end. Dropping some bombs. Where is all this coming from? He's got to be careful. It's an open offense strategy. He's getting pegged on the way in. Bartholomew landing those shots. I mean, Two-Eye Willie, his VR boxer, has to have been taking punishment all night. Bartholomew got caught with a stun, but too little too late. The head movement is still there. The Two-Eye Willie barrage. Trying to fix the VR, the sweat out of the eyes, something. Ritual said, Bart, I bet my life on you, bro. And here we go. Closing moments, man. I mean, 1 minute and 41 seconds left. They're still going at it. Two-Eye Willie found a little bit of life in this fight. He's getting battered as he gets pushed further and further into the corner. I don't think he knows where he's at. Bartholomew got him turtling up. Something's happening. Hey, Ethan, sometimes you got to hit him with the ayo. You know what I mean? Freak him out a little bit. The chat has turning on. I think Bart at this point is phoning it in. I mean, outside scenery, bro. We're a couple of rounds too late for that one, man. I mean, it's been the Bart show this entire time. And here we go, Two Eye Willie just phoning it in. Guys, lock in. Bart, lock in. There we go. Back to the action. There it is. See? Just, you know, sometimes you just got to tell them what they need to hear. Just got to let them know to lock in. And what is that pose from Bartholomew? Bart is 100% just playing outside scenery. Bart was locked in for like 5 whole rounds, and at this point, he knows there's nothing really that can happen to end the round for him. He's just honestly at this point in the time, even Two Eye Willie knows at this point there's not really much. He's throwing the windmill punches. The last bit of the second here, and there we go. We're gonna have that. That's gonna be the Bart with the dub. Easy money. Absolutely. Here we go. 60-48. Straight 10s. 10-7, 10-9, 10-8, 10-8, 48-60. 2 knockdowns in the first round, and then a knockdown in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th round. This is why he was playing around. Two Eye Willie only taking 1 round, to be honest, on the damage side of things. Let's take a look at the results again here. Yeah, it was only the 3rd round. Take a look. Yep. 3rd round that he had a bit more damage, but 8,525 damage to 6,719 for your winner out of the red corner, Bartholomew. Now, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move on to the co-main event for the night. Coming up next, we got the African Saiyan taking on Tank Javonta Davis. The code has been set to both of you guys. I'm going to go ahead and give Bartholomew the W there. Here we go. All right. Coming up next, and S6 just got the invite. S6, check your messages, bro. You just been invited to the ranked league. We got African Saiyan versus Tank up next. Get Joe Figure up out of here. There we go. Yo, what up, Cam? Hey, Tynado. Yeah, wait. Yeah, no, wait. Tynado. Are you sure about that? Yeah, hold on. We got. I think the allegations have been in. This is an alt. Tynado very familiar with the alt here. All right, there's been voice confirmation that this is an alt account. Yeah, thank you, Tynado. Well, that is very unfortunate indeed. Yep. So it's a boots fight now, and verified illegal alt. Kid Stoney says, "Is it multiplayer?" Yeah, now this is multiplayer. So Kid Stoney, we've been doing multiplayer this whole time, bro. This has been people fighting live this whole time. It's Thrill of the Fight 2. on MetaQuest platforms, Kid Stoney. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. So let me go ahead and rectify this. Thank you for that catch, Dynado. So that is going to be Tank with the W by default. And I know Tank wanted to fight today, and I know he does not like to win like this, but Tank's going to get the W by default. We're going to be removing the African Saiyan from the league, and we will be removing... we can't stop alts from being made, so it's just glad to be able to catch a few of them. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the main fight of the night. Final fight for tonight. It is going to be Boots versus Texas King. The code has been sent. We got some special commentary here tonight. Joining with us is the current room scale champion, Killer the Machine, Cam. Cam, how you feeling tonight, bro? Yeah. Good times all around. Good times all around. Look, is Solo here? No, Solo said he had to leave. Hey, Tydana, you want to come up on commentary, bro? This is the championship fight. Especially since you done saved us. Oh, he typing in the chat. I bet Tynado gonna come up here. Yeah, we're gonna have Tynado and we're gonna have Killer Cam on commentary. Yes, sir. We got Monster jumping in. Here we go, Texas King. Go ahead and hop up on here, bro. Now, Jay Baca has vacated the stationary belt, guys. Jay Baca was planning on making tonight his final fight in the stationary belt to go out as an undefeated stationary boxer, or undefeated stationary champ, two-time defending. But he hurt his back, had a really bad back injury. Hit me up early, said, "Look, I gotta vacate the belt without fighting." Texas King Dub was up next. Monster stepping up several ranks to take this fight, looking pretty confident. Monster was telling us today, he's like, "Look, this is one of the only belts that I have not been able to get," right? So he's looking forward to this, right? You already know championship fights. This is just for a little $50. You know what I'm saying? 50 G's from Dana Black. So here we go. We got Texas King Dub and Monster already locked in. Let me make sure they got it. We got to go have Jack Mon and Killer Cam up on the mic, and it's gonna be a good night. Great way to end the fight for me. And whenever we get Tynado up here, we're gonna get it on and going. Let's see where Tynado at. Yep. Hey. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting, man. And we already know Texas King Dub has a very interesting and unique approach to the game, right? Sometimes playing a bit more defensive. Good head movement, looking for counter shots, very, very sneaky power. But Boots is offense, right? This is going to be offense versus defense. You know what I mean? And we got Tynado up here. Yo, Tynado, let me get a mic check from you. Actually, let me make sure we got both of y'all's audio up here. Give me a sec. Got both of y'all. Tynado, I can hear you. Go ahead and make sure I got Cam's audio up. There we go. All right, we got you guys locked in. All right. Richard says the link for the Discord is expired. Okay, let me get y'all a fresh link. I know we've been having that link. That link's been linking this whole time. Let me get y'all one more link for the one time. Edit the invite link. Man, that's crazy. Hey, but you know what? Hey, look, glad to always have this. Is why I like having you guys with the eyes out for these things, because stopping alts from coming back in once we remove somebody, it's impossible, guys. So Stevie, what's up? So they can't hear the co-commentators. Really? Hold on. Check the audio mix. Give me some audio, y'all. think Discord might have kicked the bucket. Hold on. Give me some audio again. Hold on. Try now.
Boo.
Okay, there it is. Ritual.
That was
Y'all
my
should be able to
echo.
hear him. You should be able to hear him. So there's one scene that they did not have their audio on, but y'all have been able to hear them commentate on the fights this whole time, right? Bad. We're back. Okay. All right. Texas King Dub is ready. Let's put up the poll. Big poll time, right? Who's gonna win? Is it gonna be Boots
Boots.
or Texas King
Boots
Dub?
has been known to be champ in multiple leagues.
Mm-hmm. He got the pictures of the belt to prove him. That man's got. Boots. I'm gonna have to get that one picture with you with all the belts on it. If you win this, I'm gonna have to just add the belt to that one. So just, let me know. Right? We already got the votes coming in. It's dead even right now. But let's not count Texas King Dub out. He's been looking for this belt for a really long time. You know what I'm saying? The man's I say Boots. Boots got he said he's got his Grim Reaper outfit on. He's wearing all black because it's about to be a funeral. Well, if that's the word for the day, let's go on ahead to the tail of the tape. In the blue corner, we got Boots, aka the Monster, taking on Texas King Dub in the red corner. This is for the stationary championship fight of the night. Boots fighting out of North America East with a height of 5 foot 10 inches tall, 2,500 elo. He fights off against Texas King Dub, fighting by way of North America Central with a height of 5 foot 10 inches tall and a 2,001 to 2,500 elo. Both of these VR boxers locking into the virtual squared circle, and the stare down is real. Boots said he got the black shoes because it's about to be a funeral. Boots in the purple on purple with the new fit. Texas King Dub rocking that funky Neo outfit.
Wait, how do they have custom shorts?
Oh yeah, brother. We got the custom shorts now. If you guys go into the in the PTC right now and you change your colors, they have the custom colors in PTC. You go back to live, the colors will stick.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
You see Texas King Dub got the nice yellow on the inside of the gloves. He got the cyberpunk kind of Neo Soul outfit. Boots over here looking like a Gengar straight out of Pokemon.
See Boots pressuring Texas King early. Man,
Texas King Dub trying to stick to those counters, especially whenever Boots tries to close in. No idea what's going on. Yeah, Boots got a significant reach advantage on Texas King Dub. He's going to need to use his advantage, especially against a brawler like he is.
I think Boots needs to keep his hands up a little bit because it looks like Texas King is like loading up a shot.
That's what I was telling you guys earlier, man. Texas King Dub has sneaky power. It might look like he's at a disadvantage. He uses a lot of head movement, but he comes in from some really sneaky angles. You got to be careful about that sneak power. And his style is also really effective against people who like overextend. You know what I mean? And so you see he's keeping up with that defense.
Texas King Dub is doing good about cutting them angles whenever Boots tries to come in. You notice how he's going in at more of a straight line. Texas King Dub is doing good about just cutting those angles and getting out of there. Probably going to be harder because the safety guys could have auto going on. But good counters coming in from Texas King Dub.
I don't know. It doesn't look like he's gonna be able to like capitalize off that one shot because Boots is like just constantly throwing him with punches. It's gonna be interesting to see.
Boots is starting to kind of capitalize on Texas King's movement. Good counters get from Boots.
Yeah, some big damage there. But I mean, look at Texas King, how he mixes up the defense, man. Go from high guard to the cross guard, using his footwork, and again, not just trying not to be there when it's time for Boost to fire back.
He's doing good about reading the range whenever Boots is trying to close in. But he's got to be careful about backing up too much.
And he's doing a good job of not staying on the ropes, you know.
That's where the mangles come in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Round number 1 comes to a close, guys. What are your thoughts on that? That first
I
round?
got Boost.
Yeah, I got Boots
First
10-9.
round.
Absolutely. Nah, that'd be a fair assessment to say, man. Boots came out there with aggression, taking a look at the red corner, man. You know what I'm saying? Good champ. He showed us everything. You got outworked that round. Even the red corner's noticing that as well. You know what I'm saying? He's living on the nose. You got to take it away from him. You got to be careful with that cross. He doesn't throw it often, but when he does throw it, it's doing a lot of damage, man. You know what I'm saying? If you keep headhunting, you got to work at the body first. Here for the blue corner, you know what I'm saying? Again, his chin getting pinged too by Texas King Dub, especially fighting for that. But he's got to watch the cross, man. Like, again, and he has got no investment in the body, right? So, again, similar responses for both of them. Mix it up, go to the body, watch the chin. You guys kind of see Texas King Dub, when he does fire from that lower angle, right? The chin's an easy spot. He's shooting upwards. Got to be more careful. But, yeah, I agree with you guys, man. Boots had that first round 10-9 in my books.
You seeing anything Texas King could do different in this round? Any adjustments?
Yeah, what are you thinking, Cam?
I think Texas King needs to establish himself more. He's on the back foot too much. You gotta make Boots respect him.
Yeah.
You can definitely see that, especially with Boots trying to just keep him at his range.
And yeah, I think Boots is not overextending as much as Texas King Dub would want him to, right? When Boots is firing, he looks pretty balanced. He's able to kind of see what angles Texas King Dub is taking. And again, with no response, defense is great, but it doesn't win in this game. You got to land some damage, and I think that's what the cornermans were seeing. And now you see Texas King Dub, he's just kind of shelling up and moving around, and Boots is getting more and more confident as the round goes on. And I feel like, well, there it is, starting to show some life in him.
Got him lacking with that jab. Now Boots with some return fire.
And see, Boots is just confident right now. That's the thing.
He's working on slipping those shots and trying to counter it. He's doing good about that counter jab. You start using it a little more on front foot.
Yeah,
it really is. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Nah, you got it, bro. You got it.
Oh no, it's really difficult to get around that reach advantage of your opponent, because when you're trying to come in, your reach is probably like easy pickings for them.
Yeah.
Like where you want to throw your shots at.
This being
so you're
hard to figure out.
Now,
especially in stationary, man. Like, and I see what you're saying there too, Tornado, man. He's getting those angles. He's circling out, but it's more of like a defensive get out of there kind of thing, and he's not actually making any opportunities for him to capitalize on it. Similar to what you said earlier, Cam. Right? I think the biggest advantage someone can have in this game is not only reach, but speed, right? And it allows you to kind of launch those 3-pointers, if I'd use that expression, from downtown, right? You're safe. You don't have to overextend, right? And you're balanced. And right now, when you look at how Boots is taking this match, he doesn't feel threatened. Even when Texas King Dub does take the offense, he doesn't believe in it. He's centered, he's calm, he's agile, and then most deadly enough, he's confident, meaning that he's not going to have any hesitation in what he's throwing at you. And meanwhile, Texas King Dub, I think, is just trying to find his rhythm here.
Yeah.
No respect.
He's too hesitant.
Yeah.
Texas King is too hesitant. When Boots was literally just walking away from him there, he didn't even throw none.
Yeah. Let's take a look what the coaches say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's just more caution, just being careful with the uppercut. You know what I'm saying? Be careful with the exposed chin, right? And not relying too much on the raw rear hook. Meanwhile, in blue corner, you know what I'm saying? Change is working, and I can prove it, man. Even though he's teeing off on your chin, one lapse against this man is decisive. You got to stay disciplined. He still does have that power, I agree. And the liver has been the highest value target for you, man. You got to start going to the body a bit more. And I agree, man. I mean, look, Boots has been in a position to fire off at will. We've seen that in the first and second round, right? The body is just riddled with easy areas to hit. And if he can find the liver, he's going to get a lot of mileage out of that, because Texas King Dove is moving that upper body a lot, trying to stay elusive. Tag him to the bodies he's going around, you're going to see him fall sooner than later.
Texas King is wanting to win this. He's going to have to make this more of a brawl, because it's going to be hard to get out of his reach.
Man, bro, that's crazy. Out of all those punches he threw, he didn't land one. And it's crazy because it looked like he landed, but it did no damage.
And I'm wondering maybe if there's a bit of a wait. Let me actually go back and see here, because I think I may be.
Or it could be Boots is leaning back as he's getting hit, so he's not like registering fully.
Chad is making Prince Nazim comparisons here with Boots. It's the dancing around, bro.
Texas King needs to find a way. Like, Boots is already, his back is to the ropes. He needs to pressure in and start getting some good damage on Boots.
Yeah, he's got time to work though, right? You know, I would say he lost the first 2 rounds. Potentially, he could have maybe come back on that second round. We're gonna have to see the damage. I have a sneaking suspicion that there's some lag involved, and we're not actually seeing all of the punches, right? Because some of these shots are looking like they're missing, and I'm like, they look like they should have caught him. But we've seen this from Texas King, where it looks like he's losing, and he'll be taking rounds because of the shots that he does land, have some power on him. But I agree with you guys. He's working a lot on the back foot. He's not working the jab as he's circling around. He's not trying to score points. And I don't know what he's looking for, but maybe he might be just trying to figure out the rhythm here from Boots.
And if you're gonna be on the back foot, catch him when he's coming in. When he steps into your range, even for a split second, throw something. See, like that.
And when he does land, look, 30 round, 41, he's got some decent power on him. There we go, 44 again off that jab. Okay, maybe it's Texas King starting to wake up.
Ooh.
Ooh. Stevie with the roses. Appreciate it, man. Stevie over here with the roses shower in the chat. Let's go.
Back on the defense.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm liking the pivots.
Yeah.
I'm liking the pivot.
See, when he's able to get around, I just like how he's able to just, when he creates that opening, he's got him on the side. Throw the shots then, because even with a bit of auto turn or anything like that, he still has to take time to turn around. And here we go, big shots landed. Texas King Dub unloading right now.
Now that's not where you want to be. Texas King is in the close with Boots. Even though he has the long arm, it's like his inside game is not lacking whatsoever.
That's true. That's true. It's a great observation. Going back to the red corner then, you know what I'm saying? He's throwing a stack of rear hooks again. You know, I'm still not landing a lot of them. It's not there. Stop paying for it, man. You ate 143 shots on the ropes. That's him just moving around, you know what I'm saying? A little bit slow out the gate, but that's the Texas King Dub way. But Marcus Sunshine Bell not feeling it, man. He wants to see a little bit more, right? Meanwhile, in the blue corner, you know, his power is proven. Don't get careless. He is still landing those shots, but, you know what I'm saying, they're both cautioning for more defense here in the corners. I think that's what it is. More defense from the corners. They want to see it, but this is an offensive fight, man. Boots is an offensive kind of guy. So, Texas King Dub, I think, just like you guys said, he has these moments of advantage where he can get to that one of those angles. And instead of just full-on retreat, he's got to be looking for his moment to attack, because standing in the face of Boots is bad business.
And if you're going to go to the inside, make it short. Like with them pivots. Get your shots off and get out.
Especially with someone like Boots. They're a good 3-punch combination, get out of there. And if he decides to come in and he gets sloppy, I mean, you could throw another 3-piece, but you get out of there.
Yeah, similar to what he just did. Here we go. 3 shots. He gets out of there. He gets caught, though, stunned. Looking for the defense for a recovery. But yeah, Texas King Dub has some good short burst combinations, man. He just can't stay there too long. Don't overstay your welcome.
Yeah, I'd have to give that round 3 to Texas King.
So what are you seeing here, Cam, for Texas King, man? Like, especially in that 3rd round, like what are some of the things that he can maybe work on and capitalize on here that are working for him?
Like what he's doing now, he's throwing like 3-shot combinations and ducking out.
Mm-hmm.
And then resetting Boots. Because Boots is still trying to be in that inside and flurry. So when you getting out, it's disrupting his rhythm.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, man. Making use of his best attributes. Being evasive, getting in and out of there. And again, so evasive for someone who's in stationary, too. That's kind of the crazy part about it, man. Every time I see stationary fighters moving like that, I'm very impressed. And honestly, man, I'm seeing what you're talking about. This round, definitely a different round for Texas King Dub. Boots not... Okay, this man's moving now. Hold up. Okay, he's stunned. He's stunned. Texas King Dub, that was your moment, bro.
He's being patient.
I see. Maybe I'm too eager.
I think Boots is turning it up now. He's turning it up.
And they got 6 rounds to work, man. You know, no need to rush it. Now, I'm a little too eager, guys. I saw a little bit of life in it. And I love a good fight.
I like the movement.
What's crazy is they both got some good defense. I'm not gonna cap. They both got good defense.
Yeah, now Boots got the hands both on offense and defense, man. Like, and he's not rushing. And again, I just applaud him for not overextending. When he misses, it's because Texas King Dub just kind of pulled a Batman and got out the way, not because he was swinging wildly or unintelligently. Shout outs to the folks watching. We got the record high 113 concurrent viewers here on the stream. If you're in the chat, make some noise. Let me know who you guys got. Is it Boots or is it Texas King Dub? 1's in the chat for Boots, 2's in the chats for Texas King Dub. Who you got the parlay on? Looking into the red corner right now. Yes, champ, that's the one. Keep it going. You did the heavier damage that round. Finally, a clear warning from the red corner, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they like what we're seeing. More defensive caution here, man. So you're getting off the ropes a little bit. Keep that going. Dr. Elliot Voss says, look, small refinements here. Big difference. That's what we're seeing. He's teeing off on your chin. He got 5 clean this round, man. Putting your punches together, moved in the right direction. That's the adjustment we want to see, but the ropes are hurting you. He's putting you against the ropes a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Single shots also aren't scoring and working. Go back to those combinations from the earlier rounds. Is the advice from the corner. Round 5 of 6 here. Texas King Dub figuring something out in these later rounds, man. I wonder what the adjustment from Boots is going to be.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give that previous round to him again.
Hey, look, he did that was a good round from Texas King Dub, and I think he needs more of that. Boots got the measuring stick out right now. He's got that lead hand out there trying to find her, try to pin down. Okay, we got a long guard battle here.
And when he does that, you know, for either one, just go to the body.
Mm-hmm. That liver is right there waiting for you. Ooh, nice short uppercut there by Boots. I see him. Boots switching up to hyper accuracy mode here. He sees the footwork from Texas King Dub. He's not taking any chance. He's going to make sure those punches land this round.
And a little time going on between both.
We're all just about hitting the halfway point here in this match. And this has now become a mental chess battle here. You really see him thinking, man. This is no longer Boots thinking he can just run over his opponent. He's really got to lock in now.
You can definitely see these guys slow down.
Back and forth, man. No big significant advantage from either boxer. And now we're really settled in. This final round is about to go crazy right now. And this round, I think, here is very important here, round number 5, right? It's debatable for the first 2 rounds, Boots, maybe second 2 rounds, Texas King. We don't really know in those middle rounds. We definitely know Boots got the first one clean, Texas King got the last one. These last 2 rounds are where it's gonna count a lot. And, you know, it's very interesting, guys. I see this thing from Texas King Dub pawing at that lead hand, trying to get that hand down to land a clean shot on Boots, using every trick in the tool book. This guy Texas King Dub.
Yeah, and when you got an opponent like Boots, you have to.
Mm-hmm.
They will walk you down if you don't make them think.
Go first shot to the body, but he pays for it there. A little bit of off balance there. He tried to go downstairs. Boo said, not in the basement, not today.
Turning with a quick little right hook.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to start pressuring in. Like, I can definitely see Boost is trying to slow down a little bit, but that's the point where you come in. He's just trying to go to the body and stuff.
Ooh. 2 big shots landed by Boots there. 3 decent shots by Texas King. The clash of the Titans. 10 seconds left in this round. Oh, the left hand from Boots caught him moving.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
Yo, Boots there at the end. What a read. What a read. That man caught him with a lesson. Where you going, son? Right here. I see that. I think Boots was really waiting for him to try to find a way out, man. Great end there for Boots. The red corner still feels confident in that round. Let's take a look at some of the punch stats here. 227 for Boots. 232 for Texas King Dub. Texas King leading with jabs and crosses. Boots leading on the hooks, uppercuts. But he's falling behind on the overhands. Overhands are a little risky because sometimes the game doesn't recognize clean shots and they throw it in the overhand bucket. But, man, 83% power shots for Boots, 72% power shots for Texas King Dub as we go to the 6th and final round here in this championship match. This is for all the marbles.
Yeah, someone's got to set themselves apart.
This is the round to do it, man.
I think Texas King Dub needs a TKO if he wants to win.
You feeling TKO? Oh, we got a split decision here among the commentators here. So, Tornado, you got Texas King Dub going into this round at a disadvantage, man. He needs a knockdown for sure, right, to put himself in good favor.
Yeah,
but
I can see Boots up 3 rounds to 2, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he needs. I think he just needs a knockdown.
Yeah, I think Texas King Dub needs a knockdown for sure. I think Boots just needs a strong final round here. Oh, and there we go. For the first time, we saw the movement from Texas King Dub bewildering Boots there for a second. Wasn't really sharp on the turnaround.
I look like King.
Yeah, I think it's a good point. Good point. And here we go. The clash gets in here again. Boots going to work. Texas King Dub at this point cannot afford any mistakes. He has to have a perfect round. Boots stalking his opponent, backing him into that corner, trying to set him up in a trap. Texas King Dub barely escapes.
He needs to start countering the Boots. He's kind of just letting him just get them combos off. He's just moving out and then hitting the shots here and there, you know?
Yeah, he can't lean back on old habits. He was doing so well in previous rounds. Got to get that confidence back. 1 minute and 19 seconds left in this round. Not a lot of time to work.
He's going to that body more, especially when he closes in.
I mean, Boots is centered right now. No more jokes, no more dancing. He's about business, and I think this is where Boots is most dangerous. Head movement from Boots, though, looking good. Whoa, hold up.
Weave.
Oh!
Man,
Gotta be careful. He's got to be careful. Texas King Dub is landing.
But Boots with the encounters.
Yeah, man. You never know, man. Both Boots is so tricky, man. "30 seconds left. We will see who will be the new stationary champ. I don't care which way it goes. Either way, both of these boxers have done what they need to do, show up and show out, and made a case for why they should be the next champion.
somebody's got to go for it.
Someone's got to go for it.
Well.
Last 15 seconds.
Come on. Oh.
Oh!
Boots say that's all I need right there.
All he just wanted to walk into it. And it comes down to a decision. Boots having his hands raised, waiting for the belt.
Hey, where's my belt?
And I think it might be Boots. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have our winner. The final score, 10-9, 10-9, 9-10, 9-10. Ooh, had it right. Then 10-9, 10-9 for a grand total of 58-56. And new stationary champ, the Monster Boots. What a fight! Yeah, we got for the last ones. Yes, no, we got the time. Absolutely, we got to bring the champions up for a little talk. Actually, we're gonna bring both of them up. We had the right score, 10-9, 10-9 for the first ones. King Dub coming back 10-9, 10-9, but it was those last two rounds for Boots. Take a look at the damage here, especially in those last rounds. 994 to 515, 976 to 773. I mean, a pretty convincing damage spread here. 5,975 to 4,673 for Boots. At a good battle all the way through, man. Texas King Dub taking two of those rounds. Hard fought there. And I think what we saw from the third round specifically, right? It was a different Texas King Dub. If he was able to just bring that guy out for the last two rounds, it would have been his. But my goodness, what a way to work. Let's go ahead and talk to Boots and Texas King Dub. Yes, sir. All right, take it easy, y'all. So Boots, let me get you up here because I know Boots got some stuff to say. Yeah, all right, Boots, Texas King. All right, well, Boots, we gonna get to you here in a little bit. I gotta talk to Texas King Dub first. Texas King Dub. You like that, right? You like that? Hey, and it's the prettiest belt. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's the prettiest belt. I'm telling you, like the only thing better than the stationary belt is the room scale belt because the room scale belt got the white colorway. But okay, all right. You gotta fight this guy. You gotta fight this guy for that belt. All right. Wait, guys. Hold on, wait. I gotta bring the audio in because we usually don't have the Discord chat on this one. So give me a second. Hold on. Right. Because we gotta make sure we got everything. Oh wait, we gotta go to the break. This is the scene with the audio on. Here we go. Hold on.
Where my Sonic hat at? Hold on.
There we go. Okay. Make sure we got everything here.
I didn't even get my Sonic hat on.
Everything here. Hold on, wait. Let me go back to just had to make sure. I'm gonna make sure you guys can hear this here. Hold on. Y'all give me some audio. Let me make sure the chat can hear you.
What's up?
Okay, chat. Can you guys hear the guys? This was the
Mic
last. There we go. There we go. This is the last fight, the championship fight. Okay, so I'm here with the fighters. Now, we used to do a lot of these post-fight interviews, but just due to time, we got to really kind of lock in for just the most important ones, right? And this was the championship fight, the vacated belt from Jay Baca, right? Boots has been calling out for this belt since the time he got up in here. But we got to talk to Texas King Dub first. Texas King Dub, where you at, bro?
What's up, guys?
Texas King Dub, man. You went to war with this man Boots here, dog. Like you were started out pretty rough on the first 2 rounds, right? But you had a lot of time to work with. In the 3rd round, you turned into a different person. Can you tell me what was going on through your mind in the 3rd and 4th round, man? And what do you think were the things that kind of got you to win those rounds?
I don't know. I just felt like I got the timing down, and I understood the range, the outside of his longest shot. I just sat there through the whole fight and just picked my way in and out. But yeah, that 4th round, actually, I think it was, I slipped. I kind of tweaked my ankle, but I ain't gonna make no excuse. It was a good.
I saw that. I
He's
didn't
good.
even want
He's
to
good.
follow up for real, but
Nah,
you
but
feel me? I
really
had to
though,
do it
like,
to him.
nah, you good. Not technical wise, yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
And
This was a
just
great
like,
fight.
yeah, more volume. I just couldn't do nothing about it. Tried my best to counter.
Absolutely, man. Look, we're gonna be back
Yep.
here after the season, after a short break, man. I'm gonna lock in the positions of the folks that I know who are here, right? And this, honestly, bro, even though you came away with the L on this one, you had one hell of a fight. When I tell you, normally when I see you fight, people who overextend, they get caught by the counters, they can't keep up with the footwork, right? This man Boots threw everything at you.
Yeah,
He
he
went
good.
from
He good.
Prince Nassim to super locked in boxer real quick in the 3rd and 4th round. He said, "Hold up, I'm not throwing this belt for nobody." You did a
Yeah, man.
great job and put up a great fight today, man. Keep your head high.
I appreciate it. Hey, he said that he never lost on joystick. I don't remember the last time I got knocked down on joystick. So
They got to book
yeah,
the
I just
rematch,
had to
bro,
put
because I
that
kind
out
of
there.
wanted to knock him out, man.
I just had to put that out.
Well,
Nah, good
appreciate
fight,
it,
bro.
Texas King
GG's.
Dub.
Shit.
Absolutely,
GG's.
man. GG's all around. And
I
look, now
appreciate it, Super.
absolutely, bro. No, I appreciate you, man. Y'all made this night. This was better than I could have anticipated, guys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm personally happy with this entire card. You know what I'm saying? But now let's talk to the current brand new champion, the monster himself,
Wait, who the
Boots.
champ? Who the champ?
You the champ, baby. You
I'm
the
the
champ.
champ. Oh
Yes,
shit!
sir.
I'm the
Yes,
champ.
sir. Look, how does it feel,
Shit.
man? How does it feel?
Man,
You've
this
been
shit
gunning
feel
for this belt for a
good.
while.
I ain't feel this
Yeah.
good. I ain't feel this good since I won the VBMA title, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Look, and Manny over there in the chat too. He fought on the card, so you know this man. You.
Manny over there in the corner, smiling, smirking, rubbing his hands together and shit. I see it.
Yeah. Look, man. So you started this fight, right? And it was a lot of confidence, right? You had the hand speed, you had the combinations, right? You were real comfortable. I mean, there was no hesitation in your punches, right? When you started fighting, man, what was going through your head in those early rounds? You thought it was just going to be a breeze, and did you expect that 3rd round turnaround?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like after the first exchange, like I started stunning him at will, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna knock him the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I started smiling, I started dancing a little bit, I started playing with my food a little bit, I started getting too comfortable, you feel me? But it's like I looked at it and I was like, you know what, bro? Like, let me actually see because the game is kind of weird right now with the risk calibration. So I just low key the reason you saw me even with that high
Nah,
guard is because
facts,
it
bro.
narrows my avatar, and I wanted to low key see how much damage I could get off on him. You
Okay.
feel me?
Okay. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
even nothing technical for real, but I guess it looked that way because I'm
It
that
definitely
guy.
did.
You feel
It
me?
definitely did. The chat turned around immediately when you guys started fighting. They were like, "Oh, this guy's nice." And even we were looking like, "Yo, I mean, not only on offense but on defense too." I said, "Hey, now, hold up. This man Boots ain't really showing a lot of weakness." I mean, Cam was noticing that on the inside you have a hand. So I was sitting here like, "Dang, how does Texas King Dub approach this?" Which comes to the 3rd round. tell me what was going on in the third and fourth rounds, man, because it was a big turnaround for Texas King Dub, man. He started actually landing shots on you, moving in and out, 3-piece combos. What was going through your mind then?
After every time I would stun him, I would just sit there and point at him like Nate Diaz, and I would sit there, giggle to myself a little bit, and admire my work. And I just get pinged up. But that's the game, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna knock him out because the ping was a little bad. I don't know if it was me or him spiking up. It was probably me, but yeah, it was probably me. But at the end of the day, it wasn't landing. So I was like, I'm not gonna knock him out. So let me just have fun with it. So I started having fun with it. I started hooping. I started balling. And at the end of the day, whatchamacallit? You know that one meme where Venom dunks on Spider-Man and the nuts tap the back of his head? Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
wild for that, bro. Hey, but look, you the champ right now. Now the next question I gotta ask you is what's next, right? First of all, we gotta figure out, we definitely have to give you the new profile picture shot. So whenever you get time this week, let's set it up. All I need to do is jump in the lobby with you. I'm going to get a professional, nice shot of you. I'm going to Photoshop the belt on that. That's going to be your profile picture until the belt switches hands. But also, I need you to send me that other shot with you with the other belts because we got to put the belt somewhere on top of that shot.
Ooh, okay.
You feel me?
Okay, I recently just won the VCL room scale belt too, so I gotta
You got to
mix
update it.
those with that, and then I
Yes.
gotta update. You feel me? So I'm gonna get back to you with that for sure.
Just send it to me whenever you got it finished, right? Because I got to make a post to announce to the server that you got the belt now. So it'd be cool to have you with all the belts on there. You know what I'm saying, for that
Hell
post,
yeah,
and then
I'm
you
actually I
keep
can do
the
that
image.
right now.
Yeah, send it to me, bro. I'll Photoshop it on there. You know what I'm saying? But dog, congratulations. I'll also be in the DMs with you as well. Well, we send the cash via Amazon gift card. So all you gotta do is give me an email address. I can send it to you tomorrow. You'll have that for you. And then for now, just for everybody who's out there right now, after the next card, which is gonna be Room Scale 3, Killer Cam right now, is going to be defending his belt there for the final one. We're going to go on break and kind of think about how to make things a little better. This was the first season, the test season. We had some ups and downs. I heard the feedback from folks. You know what I'm saying? I hope nobody thinks that I don't listen to feedback. I listen to everybody's feedback, no matter where it comes from. So I'm going to be putting out polls in the ranked chat, asking you guys for feedback on everything, bro. From scheduling to messaging, things we need to work on. And then when I do come back, we will make a decision. The decision right now is to run tournaments as a ranked format or keep a league as a ranked format. I don't know which is going to be better, but the goal is to get rid of all the people who don't want to be here and are not active. We got a lot of new guys who want to throw hands, and we got some of the old heads who stuck with it through the whole season, through thick and thin, and I like what I see from the people who compete. So big congratulations again to you, Boots. You earned it today, man, and we'll be in contact. And before I go, you said you wanted to challenge room scale. Now we don't have multiple champs, so if you want to vacate the belt, you can, and change and challenge room scale. You got Cam already right here saying, look, it ain't no Texas King Dub around here, bro. This a whole different ball game. So I do allow the champions to switch. You know what I'm saying? And we'll work it out to kind of have you switch over there. Just like Jay Baca was going to switch over to room scale. It seems to be pretty fancy, but just holla at me in the DMs, bro. We'll get it set up. With that being said, to everybody out there, appreciate all the support, all the people who are watching right now. Definitely like, share, subscribe. Check out the YouTube channel. Show us some support, show us some love. YouTube's changing up they requirements, so we need the most support as possible. Appreciate it, Texas King Dub. Appreciate it to Boots. Shout out to Cam, Tornado. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homies. You know what I mean? We got Blue Way, we got Solo Liability. Shout out to Profit. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the boxers, undercard folks, people on the main card. You guys made this a great night, and we're out of here enough time for me to get to work. So your man Super's real happy. I'll catch all of you guys here this Thursday for the tag team gym event that we're having Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And for everybody here out there, I'll holla at y'all later. Have a great rest of y'all week. Peace. Yeah. We here. Yeah. All right. So this is great.